and gentlemen on the YouTube channel. For all of those out there, we are having a few difficulties back at the studio once again. It's kind of been the story of our lives. So we're going to do our favorite, or we're going to do our best. We're going to go ahead and stay live on the YouTube channel because we are 110% in control of that broadcast, but we can't necessarily always get everything back at home. So
number 2, Jesse McCann.
We're going to try. So we're going to put you on mute, but we will be live here as we try to get things sorted out back at the studio.
At fullback, number 40, Reese Jensen.
658 KGFX, right?
Back, number 22, Jonas.
Anybody there? I see we're connected.
Yes, we are here. We are in the Star Spangled Banner right now. Can you hear me, Paul? All right, are you there, Paul? I know I heard you. The golden voice of prime time, Paul Raleigh. Back in here at the KMLO studio. Spencer Gosh alongside Cole Havens tonight. We're going to have ourselves a good football broadcast. Again, welcome to all one of the viewers on YouTube. As I'm sure it's Al Boley back at home. Says he's going to try to take stats off of the YouTube video. So, Cole, that's totally on you, okay? And, Al, if you're listening, we are also going to try to take stats here, too, so I can maybe try to get them to you as soon as we are completed. We're going to send up both team captains now to the center field mark as we get ready for the traditional coin toss. Cole, what do you think?
Well, you know, we got two different teams in here tonight. We got a long trip for Herreid, Selby, and Hardin County, obviously the home team. So we'll have to see how that kind of meshes. Got to imagine in a game like this, the home team going to have that home field advantage. They're resting. They didn't have to travel. So we'll see Herreid, Selby. Look for them to get off to a good start here. Getting off the bus like they did, you want to get off to a good start early in the game and get that momentum early.
All right, yeah, absolutely. And both teams are plagued with two things, injuries and age, or youth, we'll say. Both teams very, very young, so that's good in a way because it shows a promising future. But on the opposite side, there's going to be some experience opportunities on the field and the playing field tonight. We've got a wonderful referee staff, and we'll have that law on the field for you in just a second. But again, broadcasting from the Jensen Rock and Sand broadcast booth over here in Hardin County, the air-conditioned broadcast booth in Hardin County. And that's their fan club. We got a box fan in front, but hey, I tell you what, it is greatly appreciated. And so we're going to have a lot of things for you coming up. So it's going to be Hardin County will win the coin toss. They will elect to receive.
And you talked about the youth. Could be a little bit of a blessing and a curse for both teams. You're able to get those younger guys out there, get that varsity experience. on the flip side, they're playing varsity football without a ton of experience, so you got to see how you can get those guys to mature here. It's about midway through the season, so this is where you kind of want to see your main guys stepping up. And so Herreid Selby, like you said, also battling, both teams kind of battling a bit of an injury bug. Harding County has actually been hit the worst so far this season. Their two starter running backs are actually sidelined. Sam Adams hurt a knee earlier in the season. Robert Hansen hurt a collarbone. So look for the backs of Jonas Lunsgaard and Jesse McCann to kind of step up and kind of fill that void. You can also look for, there's also one other player, Reese Jensen. Look for him to kind of fill the void in that running back spot, as looks like both teams are just about ready here. It'll be Harding County set to receive Herreid Selby. It looks like they are ready to kick off.
All right, it's going to be Wade Bagaman with the magic toes for the Wolverines. Wolverines that show up tonight in their white jerseys, black pants, black lettering, and gold trim. Wade Bagaman signals either side, and of course Harding County, the home purples with gold lettering. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's a line drive deep and off the shin of a Harding County rancher. They're going to pick it up at about the 20, run it forward to about the 20. Boy, I'm going to see 29, but we'll wait for the indication. About 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Ranchers at the 28.
And Harding County starting out on offense, it will be Camden Het leading the way for them on the season. 40 of 64, 644 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, averaging just about 160 yards per game here through the air. Also a good runner on the ground.
So it's going to be a shotgun snap, direct snap, and they want to run with it. Number 1, the number. It's Zach Anders. He's going to run it forward at the quarterback position, and he'll gain about 4 on the play.
This Harding County team, they are good at utilizing their runners. Like I said, Camden Het can be used as a runner. They have Zach Anders, again, the running back, so a lot of different options offensively that they can use to run the football.
Back up now to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to set up in a shotgun. Camden Het at quarterback. And he wants to pass. He sets back and will get it off over into the hands of number 40. That's Reese Jensen. He's still on his feet at the 50. He'll push forward to about the 48-yard line, and it'll be finally brought down. That time on the tackle will be Begeman and Randall. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Ranchers at the Wolverine 47.
Nice pass and catch there from quarterback to his receiver, and able to get around the defense on the outside and utilize the extra room for a good play early in this ball game. It'll be Het at quarterback again.
So it's Het, shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 1 in motion now. He wants to pass. He's going to air it out over to the left side. It's going to be incomplete. No good. Pass intended for Zahan.
Just a little behind his receiver on that play. Timing just a little bit off and not able to connect.
So they'll come back up now to the line of scrimmage with 2nd and 10. And he wants to run it. It's going to be number 1, Anders. He's going to punch it right up the gut, and it looks like it'll be good enough for a 1st down. Tackle that time, number 8, all the way down to about the 14.
1st and 10 Ranchers.
Little technical difficulties early on, starting to get things figured out, so thanks for being patient with us early on here.
We're doing what we can with what we got. Hey, we also had a long road trip.
Yes, we did.
So we're a little tired as well. Going to be pushed forward as Jensen tries to go forward, and this time he will be stopped, but not before a gain of about 6.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
So Jensen, the big name here tonight for the Ranchers. And again, it'll be a whistle and a flag.
Looks like might be a false start there. One of the linemen looked it up. But what a offensive series there for Harding County, this first of the game, using it through the air, on the ground, a little bit of mix of both as they're able to punch their way down to the field right on the door of scoring here. Good drive here put together by the hometown Hardin County.
So they're able to draw the Wolverines off. The penalty will go against the Wolverines.
First and goal from the 5 for the Ranchers.
And it's to work. It's going to be handed off this time, Anders. Anders wrapped up early in the backfield, but he gets loose. He's going to punch it over to the left side, as right there initially was Greg.
Begeman on the tackle.
Begeman will have to wrap it up and finish the job after a gain of about 2.
Second and goal from around the 4.
Great play there by Chance Gregg, able to get through there and nearly had the tackle for loss of yard. Defense able to gobble up the runner in the backfield. Short gain.
It's 9:01 to go, right at 9 now. As it's going to be handoff again, right up the center is going to be a flag as Jensen will try to take it this time. And usually that's a holding situation, but we'll wait and see. Face mask on the defense. So it's going to be half the distance of the goal, and I believe first down.
Herreid Selby, their second penalty here early on.
That'll bring up first and goal now from pretty close to the 1 yard line, I would say 1 or 2. So the Ranchers still alive. 8:52 to go as they are dangerously close to knocking down the door.
Second and goal from about the 1.
And for those of you out there, we are on the air now, and it is a Rancher touchdown as Anders will punch forward from 1 yard out to put the Ranchers on the board with 8:32 to go in the first. It is Hardin County 6, Herreid Selby area 0. And again, we want to welcome everybody. We had a CPU crash back at the studio, and we've had a computer crash here as well on YouTube. So we want to apologize. It's the wonders of technology. As you've noticed, the quality is clear, and we're able to do video now, but you risk the opportunity of crashes. It's going to be Het under center. He wants to pass, rolls off over to his left side, and he's going to complete that pass to Jesse McCann. So it'll be 8-0. Ranchers on top with 8:32 to go here in the first. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Everything Country, KMLO.
Hey, perfect commercial break. Fall is my favorite time of the year. It's back to school, back to sports, basically back to a schedule. But you know what always fits into my schedule? Pizza and wings from Gas and Goodies. Perfectly melted cheese, fresh hot wings, and my favorite sauce.
I don't know for
The
sure,
Gas and
Paul,
Goodies
but this
special
sounds like the
month,
Mobridge
$4
playlist.
pizza,
It doesn't sound like the
wings for only
Herreid.
$17.99.
But I didn't get a list, so I
Call it
I
in.
can't
It's
guarantee it.
845-7695. It's perfect. Pizza and wings. Now back to the game. For the opening kickoff.
When looking for dental care, trust the team at McClellan Swanson Dental to take care of your entire family's dental needs. Whether it's a
Well, thank you very much for staying patient with us. We're seem to got everything situated.
more about our facility or schedule an appointment, give us a
19.
call at 845-7222 at McClellan Swanson Dental. Here for all of your family's dental needs.
Grandpa, does Heartland Waste service a lot of people?
Stryker Heartland Waste Services.
Yeah, Paul, this is Mobridge's playlist.
South and North Dakota, along with several hundred commercial and road customers.
Grandpa, do you think I would make a good garbage man?
Well, Stryker, do you think that you could work in temperatures from 100 above to minus 30 below in rain, snow, moving tons of garbage a day?
Grandpa, I think I'll sign my brother up instead.
Stryker, you'd be great in management.
Heartland Waste Management for
Randall
your
on the
waste
return.
needs. Call
Down long at the tackle.
845-5056.
All right, welcome back here once again as there is a kick by Martin for Hardin County. It'll be brought Received at about the 15 by Randall, and Randall will take it up to the 33 for a nice return. A lot of cutbacks, and we'll talk about that here, Cole, in between plays. But right now, let's go to work on offense. It is Begeman under center, double wing set back, single man in the backfield is Sailor. And the snap. Pitch back's going to go off into the hands of Randall. Another nice cutback, but he bounces off his own guy and still is trying to fight for something out of nothing. He might get back to the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to be second, well, and a loss of 1.
Defense just swarming in on the play, not giving Randall any room to run there. Just all after the ball carrier right there. That's what you want from this defense early on. If you're the home team, you want to set your own pace. You want to make Herreid Selby play at your pace. If you're Hardin County, Herreid Selby, on the other hand, needs to look in the match for a score here.
And back up now, it's trips right. One man in the backfield in Sailor. It's Randall in motion. And it's going to be Begeman calling his own number. He's going to run it right up the center as he gains maybe 3, maybe 4. That'll bring up third and about 6, maybe 7.
Good play by Begeman there. That's what you want. You want to be able to get positive yards on that second down after getting the loss. Put yourself in a more manageable third down here.
Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Wolverines.
And so Herreid Selby, see what they concoct here. 3rd and 7. You got to think there. You might be thinking pass here.
Hey, folks, we want to thank some of our sponsors, and we'll be back here in just a moment to thank those individuals. It's going to be trips right again, Begeman in shotgun, as low snap, quick screenplay over to Randall. Randall, though, it has nowhere to run as it is sniffed out by the defense. Randall will run horizontally for a loss of about 2 yards.
Another great play by the defense there. Begeman able to get the completion, but the defense right there to stop it before it amounts into anything.
So it will be 4th down, and the Wolverines will punt. Wade Begeman, the punter.
Back to punt.
Oh, no, they're going to put Randall back there. So we'll wait on this. And, yeah, Randall will put a boot on the ball, and it's a nice one. It'll bounce way back at about the 25. Take a Rancher bounce. And over there is Chance Gregg to down it right at the 30. Let's see. I think we'll see where they spot it officially. But I think it's about the 30-yard line.
And you saw it on that first possession by Hardin County. They're able to utilize their weapons. You saw Het with the ball, a couple of nice passes, the handoff to Jensen. You also saw Anders get into the action. So already seeing this offense and what they can do early on.
It's 8-0 here in the first, 6:06 to go. It's going to be shotgun for Het. He's got 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and 1 in the backfield. And the snap. He wants to pass, looks left. He's got a man in number 2, Jesse McCann, and he'll push forward for a gain of about 2.
On the tackle.
Herreid Selby doing a good job there defensively, able to do exactly what we saw Potter County doing. Once the ball is in the air, running everyone after the football, nose on the football, stopping for a short yard.
So they'll come back up now to the line of scrimmage, second and about 8 for the Ranchers, right at the 32-yard line, their own. Under center goes Het. I formation in the backfield. Handoff this time into the hands of Anders. Anders is going to run it. He makes a nice spin move on the inside. Finally brought down by number 62, Stroh.
Stroh on the tackle.
Anders there using his footwork. You're seeing the quickness, able to get through the hole. Doesn't need to be a big hole for him to get through there. Able to get positive yards and put them in a very manageable third down here.
So they'll come back up to the line of scrimmage. Truett Stroh again, that time on the tackle. 5 to go in the first. It's a third down situation, third and about a long 4. It'll be Het. He wants to run. No, it's a quarterback option. A nice give to Anders, but there is someone there. Number 1 meets number 1. It's Clayton Randall. Stop him at about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a slight gain. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Such a hard play for the defense to gauge there, especially in the high school level, that option play. Very, very sound defense by Herreid Selby. They're doing a great job of stopping the option in the backfield. A great push by the defensive line.
For the Ranchers, Randall deep for the Wolverines.
And there's going to be a whistle.
Whistle on the play.
We'll wait to see what it is. It's Callan Long back to punt for the Ranchers. We will, if it's defensive, that's a first down. If it's offensive, it's offensive. It's going to go back, so it'll be a false start on the offense. That'll bring up fourth and about 9, maybe 10, right at 10.
Herreid Selby there, good job on the defense after giving up the score on the first drive, able to stop Potter County this time.
Back to receive is going to be Randall. He'll get it right at the 46, and he'll fall forward to about the 40, well, right at the 50. It'll be first down Wolverines, and what a good job that time by Randall as he makes the decision to actually catch it and fall forward. Now, it was risky. Granted, he was bobbling it, but if he doesn't catch that ball, it shoots way back, and they lose a lot of yardage.
Yeah, no, it's a great job. You definitely want to see your punt returner aggressive there. Want to make sure you come down with the football, that kind of the fair catch. I mean, obviously, if you go to a kneel, you're down, but just make sure you secure the ball. Don't worry about where you end up.
It's going to be Bagman under center. He's going to hand it off. No, it's a misdirection as he goes over to Saylor, but Saylor's hit in the back. Or no, not Saylor. That time it's going to be number 40, Ryan Yoakum. So Yoakum's going to try to go over. And he will lose 2, maybe.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Herreid Selby still looking to get something going offensively. It's been a struggle here early on.
As Jensen that time in on the tackle. Dane Jensen. So it's 3:38 to go here in the first. It's 8-0. The Wolverines have the ball back after they stopped the Ranchers, but they're in a 2nd and 12 situation. And it's the quarterback option, and I don't know if that was a design play, but he's going to pitch it back off to Saylor, and Saylor's going to hit hard for another loss of about 3.
Almost looked like he just threw it back there. He knew he had his running back there. Almost looked like he just pitched it to try to keep the play alive.
3rd and 14 for the Wolverines.
So it'll be 3rd and now 14 for Herreid Selby area at their own 45. The Wolverines, not only need a score, they need a positive yard.
It's been a struggle here offensively thus far. The Potter County defense being aggressive. Harding County, excuse me.
It's going to be Bagman. He's going to hand it off. No, he's got it. He wants to throw it, but he is hit, and it's in a chance. Greg, how about that? That kid is doing everything here tonight. And it's a nice completion to about the 47-yard line, but it's not going to be enough. It'll bring up 4th down.
Bring up 4th and 6 for the Wolverines.
Chance Gregg, a very good job wherever he's at this year.
There's just a little bit of everything. Got to have every team seems to have a player or two like that where you can line him up anywhere and he's going to give you his best effort every time out.
Definitely has the heart to play anywhere. So it's a punting situation, and it will be Randall. And a whistle and an offsides. So that'll take him back. Just as soon as they have positive yardage. Oh, no, it's encroachment on the defense.
Got him on the hard count.
It's not going to be enough for a first down, but it might be enough for the situation.
5-yard penalty brings up, we'll call it 4th and a yard.
So it will be
going forward, and they couldn't tell if they had got it. Forward momentum might give it to
referee indication shows it is a first down. So who was it? Was it Randall up front?
That was a nice play offensively. Just the short handoff to the fullback, let him barrel ahead to just get that enough just to the first down marker.
They are going to measure. I don't see Randall out there. We'll wait to see what the indication is.
Great series, though, by Herreid Selby there. Got the defense to jump off sides, we'll see if they were able to take advantage of it on that 4th down play. It looked like they may have had enough. Again, from the angle where we had sometimes, yep, they gave it to him. So great series by Herreid Selby there. Not a ton of yards, but that positive, those baby steps, that positive mindset that you just want to get a few things to go right, and hopefully you'll then break one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you simply just want to get something to work is what you're looking for. So it'll be 1st and 10 at about the 42 of the Ranchers. And a handoff to Randall. Randall tries to cut to the inside. He's going to push forward back to the original line of scrimmage. And again, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And there's a whistle and a timeout. Herreid Selby area. They're going to talk things over. It's 8-0 on your Real Tough Farm Product scoreboard with 1:28 to go in the first. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Everything Country KMLO.
It's football season!
It sure is, and Cahill Bauer and Associates is proud to sponsor this year's broadcast of the games.
Does that mean we can stay home and listen to the Tigers play on the radio?
Yep, but we are going to support our team just like Cahill Bauer and Associates supports the community and our customers. We want to take this time to wish the Mobridge Hog Tiger football team the best in the season from all of us at Cahill Bauer and Associates in Mobridge.
Go get 'em, Tigers!
Isn't just defined by a dot on the map. It can be defined by shared values, ideas, and dreams. It can be defined by the people who come together to get those dreams done. At Great Western Bank, we're focused on you. We're focused on making life great for the people and the communities we serve. We do it with honesty, integrity, and respect. Always have, always will. Since community is much more than a location, we are glad that we are in yours. Great Western Bank, making life great. Member FDIC.
Pass incomplete.
Welcome back here. It's going to be an incomplete pass to start it off out of the timeout. Going to bring up 3rd and about 11 from the Harding County 42-yard line.
A lot of defensive players surrounding the receiver there, so Begeman putting it short and just kind of throwing it into the ground, not wanting to force anything there. See if they can get a replay here on 3rd down, try to make something out of it here.
And it's a shotgun situation now for Begeman. 3rd and long. They have 3 now to the left, and he's just going to call his own number. He has a wide open hole, but can he get enough? He's still on his feet. He cuts back to the inside, and I think he's going to get it. We'll wait to see, but there is a flag in the backfield, and that's the chance of a holding on the Wolverines. So another situation, as you remember from last week, it was the Wolverines. Wolverines were plagued with flags. And when I say plagued, I mean they pretty much were dead and buried because there was 60 of them. And now we're already up quite a bit.
Yeah, that's Herreid Selby's 3rd penalty thus far, one against Harding County. And what an unfortunate time for a penalty. What a great play by Begeman there. I believe he had the 1st down, ran hard, able to get around a couple of defenders. Great play, only to just be undone by a holding.
So not only does it negate the gain, it also adds to the loss. So it'll be 3rd and about 19 at the Harding County 49-yard line. Man in motion. Begeman wants to pass. He airs it out, tries to get it. It's still on the air, and it's going to be no good. Intended for Obley.
So Herreid Selby looked like they had something going there, able to get a good dive up on the 4th down after getting the offsides penalty, and then the holding penalty just knocks that drive back. Had a good positive momentum. Now you got to hope your defense can hold Harding County again.
It'll be Anders back to receive for Harding County, and it's going to be Randall back to punt. And the snap, low snap, and Randall's going to put a high boot on it right into the hands of Anders. He'll get it at about, well, let's call it the 19. He's still on his feet. He essentially has one guy to beat. The ball is loose, but it goes out of bounds. And it will remain Rancher football. Ooh. As Colton Schumacher was there to make the hit.
Lucky break.
And a good return.
Great return, and then Herreid Selby at the end. Great tackle. Nose right on the football, exactly how you want your defense to be tackling there, and just unfortunate that the sideline was that close. Herreid Selby would have had the recover there.
Ball spotted on the Rancher 37-yard line. 1st and 10 Ranchers.
Again, Colton Schumacher with a good hit that time. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A big pass there and off over intended for McCann. And it's going to be incomplete.
Had him.
Lucky enough for the Wolverines on that deal.
Wide open, just overthrew him.
So to bring up second down with 33.2 seconds to go. Ranchers still lead 8-0. They've got it 2nd and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
That's one where you'll go back into the film, you'll look at it, and you'll just see how close you were to missing that one.
And it's wasp season. Why don't you swat it with your hand? Here we go. It's going to be hit. Calls his own number. Wants to run to the right side. Has to cut back inside. They're going to push him into the Wolverine defense. And it's and it's a fumble.
Oh.
And a vote there on the hit.
Lost it at the bottom of the pile.
Spin out, and he's going to lose it before. And it'll be Wolverines. As it looks like Schumacher again on the recovery.
Great play by Herreid Selby. After that first series, now the defense starting to play here. Had a 4 and out in their last drive, and then this time forcing a fumble. That Herreid defense really forcing the momentum over to their side. Now the offense coming out looks to see if they can get something going after that last drive. They did, just had it cut short by a holding penalty.
And they're going to have 24.7 seconds to try to do something. So it's going to be Baghaman in shotgun. As it'll go straight forward. As Baghaman keeps it.
Quarterback keeper gets about a yard, maybe 2 there.
Around a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 11.
So they're going to give him a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11, and it'll be the end of the first quarter. At the end of 1 on your Real Tough Farm Product scoreboard, it's Herreid, Selby area 0, Harding County 8. We'll be back with your second quarter of high school football action right here on Everything Country KMLO.
At Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics, your health is our #1 priority. If you need medical care, then trust our team. Dr. Donald Lusick, surgeon. Dr. Travis Henderson.
Ooh, hey.
Josh Henderson.
They are actually positive. They have 0 yards rushing.
Including obstetrics, you can trust
8 yards.
Dr. Robert Marciano, Dr. Matt Schaefer, Heather Olson, Leslie Graff, Karen
Passing.
Freeling, Candida Gehring, Jesse Norder, and Dory Voidy. Good luck, teams, in the game from our team to yours at Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics.
At Jensen Rock and Sand of Mobridge, we work hard together as a team to make sure all of your needs are met when it comes to your residential or commercial construction. Whether it's a simple pile of rock or an entire basement, our staff will help make sure that you get what you need and back it up with the service that we have based our business on. We want to take this time to wish the Mobridge Pollock athletes the best in the game and the season. Good luck from all of us at Jensen Rock and Sand of Mobridge.
Winter is coming, and that means it's time for the annual tire sale at Lucky's Gas and More in Mobridge. They have up to $200 in rebates back on their entire line of hand-cooked tires with the rebate sale going on now. If they don't have what you need, they can order them and you'll get the same rebates. They also have great prices on Hercules and Ironman tires too. So if you are in need of new tires before winter hits, make sure to check out their annual tire sale going on now at Lucky's Gas and More in Mobridge.
All right, welcome. Well, I tell you what, for the YouTube folks, welcome back. As a 60 turned into a 2-minute. And it will be a long pass, incomplete, but there's a flag. Possible pass interference on the defense.
811 get your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig. This message brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve.
Hi, welcome back. It's going to be a pass attempt by Baghaman into Randall, but there's going to be a holding call way down. We're going to wait to see where they step it off. They're going to give them 10, so it'll be first and 10 now at the Rancher 38.
First down.
Before, at the end of the quarter, it's 79-8's the score you got to worry about. 79 yards for Harding County, only 8 for the Wolverines, 0 on the ground. That one right there, a big penalty. Will put another 10. They're going to air it out, try to get it to Randall. He dives for it. It's there, but just can't get it.
Out of the reach. 2 players now in a row where you're seeing both teams just kind of air it out just a little too long. That could be just haven't worked on it as much or just good defense. There was a defender right on his hip the whole way, but you're seeing both teams kind of air it out, looking for that big play.
So they're going to talk things over yet one more time.
Second and 10, Wolverines.
So Wolverines have it 2nd and 10. Handoff's going to be over to Randall. Randall's going to punch it up, and he'll gain about 1, maybe 2.
Tough go on the ground for Herreid Selby here early on.
Long and Dane Jensen on the tackle.
Struggling to find positive yards here. Both defenses playing a big role in this game. Hardin County, after the score early on, held on their last 2 drives and had the fumble last time. Herreid Selby looking to find some points off the turnover here.
So it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Wolverines at the 33. Shotgun formation, it's Randall in motion. The snap, Begeman to pass. There's an out over to the right side, and again, Randall can't bring it in and is hit hard after initial contact. It'll be another incomplete pass, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So again, defense stepping up. Nowhere for the receivers to go, and Begeman not able to get the completion as the Hardin County Rangers defense again stifling here. Both defenses again early on here doing a great job.
So they're going to go for it. It is a 4th and long situation as it's a double wing setback. And it's Harding. Does Hardin County want it, or indication was no?
Hardin County with the timeout.
Oh, it's Herreid Selby, offense. Okay, so Wolverines are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second. It's 8-0. Wolverines are going to go for it, 4th and 8. We'll be back 60 seconds on Everything Country KMLO.
Today, thousands of people insure their homes with Auto Owners Homeowners Insurance. With that many satisfied customers, Marinville Insurance of Selby, Java, and Pollock must be doing something right. Like providing low-cost quality protection. Thorstenson Trucking of that is second to none. And you even save money by insuring both your home and car with their no-problem Auto Owners Insurance agents. See Dan, Rich, or Sarah of Marinville Insurance in Selby, Java, or Pollock. Proud supporter of the Herreid Selby area Wolverine.
Thorstenson Trucking of Selby proudly sponsors local youth activities, athletes, and this sports broadcast of the Herreid Selby area Wolverines. Since 1943, Thorstenson Trucking has been hauling grain, fertilizer, rock, grain byproducts, and more. Thorstenson Trucking also provides CDL drug and alcohol testing. Tests are $35 and can be scheduled with Memory Carlson by calling 649-1220 or 848-0912. Thorstenson Trucking of Selby, the people to know when there's something to go.
And an awry flea flicker situation. It's a flea flicker / quarterback option. And Randall again will lose the football, and it'll go out of bounds. Turnover on downs.
Herreid Selby just a tough go at it here early on, struggling to find offense. And then on the flip side, Hardin County in their last 2 drives, after scoring on that first drive, they're struggling to find some offense. So we'll see if Herreid Selby's defense is able to cause more havoc or if Hardin County can find that magic they had on that first drive.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Ranchers, right at about the 35. They're going to want to pass inside. There it is. It's going to be to Tillis. Yeah, Tillis is the number 30.
Schumacher on the tackle.
And it'll be Colton Schumacher again, stepping up, having a big defensive game. It'll be a 1st down right at the mark.
Tillis with a nice play. They're able to get positive yards. There's a play that Hardin County was looking for, had the right nice pass and catch and able to get down for the 1st down. Put your quarterback in an easy position there on a pass.
It's shotgun again. And it's Hep wanting to pass over to the left side. He's got Anders. What a passing game they've had tonight. Anders is going to get hit hard again, this time by Wade Begeman, but not before gaining about 4 yards.
Again, another nice play there, finding some. You want to get your quarterback into some of those easy pass and catch situations, a nice out route, in route, just something easy, that just short yarded pass and catch that allows them to get that confidence up.
And they're back up now to the line of scrimmage. It's under center, I formation in the backfield. It's Het. He's going to hand it off straight up the center, and a nice run. Be pretty close, as it's Jensen.
Right at the first down is Jensen.
Reese is going to bring it up, and they're going to rule it third down.
Good blocking up front by the line. Had a good hole, a good crash by the defense to hold him short. Very manageable third here.
So they come back up 3rd and 1, just inside Wolverine territory, under center Het. And they draw the defense way off.
And using the cadence there. Nice job. Both teams here, you're seeing both teams use the cadence here. It was Herreid Selby on the punt. Now it is Harding County on the third down. Not a lot. You see, you're starting to see that more and more in the high school level. You see it in the pros all the time, see it more in college. Now you're kind of seeing it adopted more in the high school level, where you have the quarterbacks able to use that cadence and get the defenders to jump.
The Ranchers, right now, talking about their pass game, they are 4 for 7. So a good completion rate by Het. Het wants to pass yet again. He's going to air it out. There it is, right in the center. He's got McCann. McCann is at the 20, the 15, 10, and finally drug out of bounds. Pretty close to about the 8. We'll have the official marking. It looks like about 9.
Nice about a 31, 32-yard pass and catch. They're able to beat the defense down the far side of the sideline. Great job there offensively. Those chunk plays, that can be the difference in a game like this, in a game where both defenses are starting to stand out.
And substitutions will hurry in, hurry off. It's going to be I formation, 1st and goal at the 9. Handoff right up the center this time is going to be Reese Jensen. He's going to punch forward for a gain of about 1 or maybe 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal from around the 8.
Stays 2nd and goal for Harding County there, about a 1-yard gain there. Again, Harding County 1 for 1 in the red zone thus far tonight.
So it's back up to the line of scrimmage for Het and the team. It's a wishbone formation in the backfield now. The snap. Het wants to pass, looks to his left. He's got a man wide open, and there it is. Touchdown Ranchers. The receiver is Jesse McMahon for an 8-yard touchdown to make the score. 14-0 Harding County, 2-point conversion pending.
Great play on the out route. Had it over the defense. A great pass by Het there, and able to get into the end zone.
They'll come up now for the 2-point attempt. As it's wishbone again in the backfield. It's a pitch back to Anderson. It's a halfback pass again to Reese. As
Commanders to McCann, complete. Ranchers will take a 14-0 or 16-0.
That will complete the
great execution by Harding County there on the 2-point conversion. That's a play you know they've worked on. Good time to bring it out on those 2-point conversions. Those can be a difference in a lot of games here, especially when you have teams that don't kick field goals. So those 2-point conversions, that can easily be the difference in a game.
We want to thank our sponsors. We are tonight's officials. We had some, again, technical difficulties. We've been plagued this year. We'll probably have it ready by basketball, but tonight's game's officials, and I think you've got those, but it's brought by the South Dakota Attorney General's office. Could you list those off for us? I have a joke to tell.
Yes, I can. Randy Thomas is our referee tonight.
And that's the joke.
Dion Bakken is the umpire. Brady Ham is the back judge. Chad Bumgarten, the linesman, and Brent Dirk, the other linesman.
I'm sorry, I got to pick on Randy. Oh, it's so much fun. He's such a good sport. Randy's been doing this forever. I mean, I'm pretty sure he probably reffed my father. And I think my dad's 3 years older than he is. So, here we go. It's going to be a boot on the ball by
Martin to kick off for the Ranchers.
the Ranchers. As it's Erwin Martin to put a boot on the ball. It's Randall and Saylor as it gets booted to Saylor. Saylor at about the 20. He's at the 30, 35, 40, 35, 50. No one in front of him. He has somebody right behind him at the 20, 15, 10, and a dive forward back down at about the 1-yard line.
Wow, what a great play on the return. Blocking was perfect. found a hole right on the far sideline. Just couldn't quite get into the end zone.
David Tillis will run him down from behind, and he'll be brought down, and this is by far the best possession for the Wolverines in probably 3 weeks.
Special teams can play a huge role in football. A lot of people tend to look over it, but special teams, if you have good special teams play, you can be in a lot of ball games.
So it's going to be first and goal from the 1. Nothing fancy. You've got 4 plays to get 1 yard. There's going to be a whistle. And a flag.
Flag called.
And the indication was against Harding County. I'm not sure, though.
Entering the neutral zone.
So a line up in the neutral zone for the Ranchers. But again, that's one of those deals that doesn't really matter because
I was going to say, you can't get much closer to the end zone.
Can't get much closer. So the handoff's going to go into the hands of Randall as he punches it in wide open on his feet, and it's a Wolverine touchdown. With 7:55 to go here in the second, it's Harding County 16, Herreid Selby area 6, 2-point conversion pending. The Wolverines rushing. They've run the ball 11 times. They are at a positive 7 yards. But a 79-yard kick return by Saylor will put them in the situation they're in now. And Randall puts his head down and through the goal line. Good for 2 as he muscles it forward. It is now a 16-8 game. 7:55 to go in the second. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Everything Country KMLO. All right, we'll keep it here. Starting lineup today is brought to you by Campbell County Collision. MDU brings you the kickoff and the scoreboard. Real Tough Farm Products scoreboard. For all of your livestock handling needs, call Real Tough. Player of the game, Venture Communications, your broadcast booth sponsor, Jensen Rock and Sand. Your halftime sponsor coming up in 7:55 will be Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics. And your keys to success, CHS Northern Plains. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to avoid a kiss with death, always plan a designated driver. We also want to thank Marin Beal Insurance, Thorstenson Trucking, Herreid Concrete, C&B Operations of Selby, Shorty's One Stop, Campbell County Bank, Good Samaritan Society of Selby, Campbell County Insurance Agency, Riker Electric, and Bank West. A huge thank you to our sponsors. I cannot tell you enough how great it is to be able to make these trips, and it's all because of you. So again, if you're listening on the radio or watching on YouTube, one of the 18, you make sure you thank our sponsors here. We're going to try some new things. We're going to try to get these YouTube videos in some of the local restaurants and possible watering holes to allow some of you and some of the individuals at home that can't make this kind of a trip to watch them there with friends and other fans. That's coming up soon. And stay tuned, and we'll try to let you know how that all turns out. Right now, it's Wade Begeman with a boot on the ball for Herreid Selby area, and it'll bounce at about the 12 and take a huge Herreid Selby area bounce. Right at about the 2, it'll go out of bounds. That should be.
That'll be a penalty if it went out of bounds, won't it?
Should be. Unless
on the
referee was saying that the Ranchers touched it. So it'll depend on one or the other. And it'll likely be first and 10 at the 35, or 25. 25, 35. It's 35.
Because it's a penalty, yeah, they
should be
bump
first
it up. It'll be about the 35.
Yep. On any time the ball goes out of bounds in 9-man high school football and possibly others, I don't know, I call 9-man, it is first and 10 at the 35. But a great kick by Begeman. It'll take a bounce and it'll roll about 20 yards to the out-of-bounds line. So, again, no fault of Begeman's.
You know, on a punt, that's perfect. That's right where you want it on a punt. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line kickoff, different story.
So it is now first and 10 for the Ranchers. Het with a snap. Calls his own number to the left side. And he gets to the line of scrimmage. He's hit by White all over. And it'll be a loss of about 1. It'll bring up second and 2. Or second and 11, sorry.
Great job, great push by Herreid Selby, not being fooled, going right after the football. Aggressive defensively here early on. It's helped him on a few possessions. It's also hurt him a few times.
7:25 to go here in the second. Harding County with the ball in the lead by 8. Shotgun formation, 2 left, 1 right, 1 in the backfield. It's the snap. He wants to pass, looks to his left, rolls to his left. He's going to take it himself. There's Obley right at the line of scrimmage, but he'll be hit first by Adam Volk, and he'll be brought down for a loss again, but there's going to be a holding violation on the Ranchers, so they'll take him back 10.
Penalties starting to mount up here on both these squads early on.
The clock stops at 7:09.
That is it looks like the 3rd or 4th penalty against Harding County. Herreid Selby's been hit on 4 or 5 penalties so far this game.
So they'll march him back from the line of scrimmage. It will be 2nd and 10. Or 2nd and 20, I'm sorry. It's a 10-yard penalty.
2nd and 20 for the
Do
Rangers.
what I mean, not what I say.
Do as I say, not as I do, but reverse that.
Yeah. It's going to be a whistle and a timeout, and Harding County wants to talk things over. Again, on your Real Tough Farm Product scoreboard with 7:09 to go. It's Harding County 16, Herreid Selby area 8. We're in the second. Stay tuned right here, Everything Country, KMLO.
When it's time for agricultural, commercial,
Harding County.
residential improvements, you can
All right,
rely on the
so
guys
Selby's got
from
1 left.
Herreid
Harding County's got
Concrete
2
and
left.
Linton Concrete. No job is too big or too small. They can deliver ready-mix concrete, crushed rock, sand, gravel, and
See, and then at any time, I could tell you, I could pull up Zach Anders, tell you exactly how.
at competitive prices. For a quote, call Herreid Concrete in Herreid at 605-437-2455 or Linton Concrete in Linton at 701-254-4681.
Summer is winding down, but not the savings here at C&B and Selby.
Now, tackles
right now,
will probably
John Deere
be-
planter and cedar parts are on sale. Gauge
Tackles will
wheels,
probably be a
closing
little bit
wheels,
off
openers,
'cause
and
they're
more.
harder,
Save
but-
10% on in-stock parts over the counter and 15% on in-stock parts installed through our shop. Call our parts experts to check out our savings on sickle and guard assemblies and flip-over reel kits for your flex heads. We also have great deals on our Romax gathering chains and stock rolls for your corn heads. Good luck, athletes, from all of us.
And
at
again, if
C&B
you're
and
watching
Selby,
live on
your local
YouTube,
John
we
Deere
ask you
dealer.
hit the like button and subscribe to the KMLO page. Welcome back here. Once again, it's 16-8. Harding County on top of Herreid Selby area with 7:09 to go here in the second. The Ranchers have the ball, 2nd and 20 at their own 24-yard line.
Another chance for Herreid Selby here. Their defense has been pretty decent all night long. Another chance to set up their offense.
Ranchers need to hurry up. They snap it, and he's going to roll over to the left, his head. And it's high ball up there, and Adam Volk is going to slap it incomplete. Has a great coverage. The ball just a bit overthrown. He had a guy with good coverage that time by Adam Volk.
More good coverage by Herreid Selby. You're starting to see them learn from previous mistakes, getting a little over-aggressive early. Now they're starting to stay home a little bit more. Just a one-possession game here. Herreid Selby defense right now showing up and proving that they getting off the bus. There wasn't much of a rust there.
3rd and 21. It's shotgun formation. Trips, right? And it is hit right up the center as they split the defense up. He's going to gain about maybe 7 or 8 on the play and be brought down by the Wolverine defense. Schumacher there, and also Volk and Saylor.
Brings up 4th down, Rangers.
Het just going straight up the middle, looking to see if they can catch the defense off guard on a draw play there.
As it's right at about the 33, maybe 34.
Long back to Hunt.
Also Sam McNeil, new name we've called there.
Ooh,
in on the tackle.
uh-oh.
High snap goes over the head of the punter, and it's going to be downed. It'll be a turnover, a downs at 1st and 10. I think it's 10. It's a hard spot to see, but it'll be 1st and... It's either 1st and goal or 1st and 10 at the 13. I believe it's 1st and 10 at about the 13.
What a
13
lucky
or
break
14.
for Herreid Selby. It was earlier in the season, Solely Buttes and Potter County, where we saw a similar situation with the snap going over a punter's head. This time you're seeing Herreid Selby able to jump onto it, starting in good field position again. Had the kickoff return earlier, now gets a break on a 4th down. Herreid Selby with a chance to tie this thing up.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 13, 14-yard line for the Wolverines, deep into Rancher territory. I formation in the backfield, one over to the right, and it's Begeman. Handoff to Randall. Randall tries to get the edge, but he's going to be wrapped up and brought down, but not before a gain of about 1, maybe 2.
Randall trying to get the edge. The defensive end staying home there, not able to get around. Still got a yard or 2 on the gain.
So he'll gain 2 and get up to about the 10-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 8 right at the 10 for Herreid Selby area.
This is a situation where if you're Herreid Selby, you got to take advantage. You've been in the red zone one other time. That was down on the 1-yard line. You're in the red zone again. Chance to tie up this ball game.
And here we go. It's I formation. They're going to send Colton Schumacher out to the right. And it's Begeman wanting to pass. He looks to his left, rolls to his left. Good coverage in the deep. He's going to have to take it himself. He's still on his feet. Up the center. He has shifted about 5 tackles before he's finally brought down by Anders.
What a play by Begeman.
And waiting for the gain. Again, a far side of the field to give him 5. It'd be 3rd and 3.
5-yard gain. Probably ran, what, maybe 20 yards on that play?
Yes, good shifting as he gets through a lot of tackles. But let's talk about the triple coverage. Good read by the Ranchers over to the left as it's Begeman tries to roll over. He's got 1 receiver, but 3 Ranchers on him. He has nothing to do, but Begeman will make something out of nothing, and it'll bring up 3rd and about 3. Begeman under center. Handoff, it's Randall. Randall tries to punch forward. He's going to gain 1, maybe 2 on the play. It'll bring up 4th and 1 with 5:14 to go.
Early in this game, you're right on the cusp of scoring. I believe this is a situation where you have to go for it. You got to get this ball into the end zone, tie this game up. You do get the ball at the end of the first half, so that can come into play here on play calls like this, and it does look like they are going to go for it.
Absolutely, no point, especially if I don't know what the kicking situation is for the Wolverines. So you got to go. It's going to be Saylor in the backfield. Randall to the left. I can't see the number to the guy on the right. It's going to be Begeman calling his own number. He trips up. He gets more than the first down. Is he then? No, he will be down. I don't want to guess. Again, we're a ways away. It'll be 1st and goal from about the 2.
About a 3-4 yard gain there for Begeman. Nice job getting around the edge, gets the first down, nearly scores, but now you have 4 plays to punch this ball into the end zone.
This wouldn't only be huge for just the scoreboard to tie this thing up, but it'd be huge for their morale and momentum as things really seem to be clicking for the Wolverines. It's I formation, handoff straight up the center to Saylor. Did he get in? Yes. Touchdown, Wolverines. As it's Trey Saylor with a 2-yard touchdown run to make it 16-14 with 4:07 to go in the second. 2-point conversion pending.
Another great play by Herreid Selby, taking advantage of the instances where they get into the red zone. Earlier in the game, they had it on the 1-yard line, or I should say earlier in this quarter, and now able to punch it in from about the 15. So great job now to see if they can tie it up.
So it'll be shotgun formation for Begeman. He wants to run. No, he's going to punch it up himself. Nice cut, and he gets in on his feet. It is a tie game. It's 16 apiece with 4:07 to go in the second on your Real Tough Farm Product scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Everything Country KMLO.
Sports season is once again upon us. Do you sometimes feel like you're going in 7 different directions? Hi, this is Deb from Shorty's One Stop in Selby, and we would like to make your life a little easier. So stop in for all your traveling snacks, ice-cold beverages, and look for the new Real flavors coming soon. Also, fill your tanks with Shorty's top-tier Cenex detergent gasoline. Good luck to all the students and athletes from all of us at Shorty's One Stop.
It's not only the championships you'll remember, but the friendships you make along the way. At the Campbell County Bank of Herreid and Pollock, we take pride in being your locally owned hometown bank, and your friendship matters to us. Best of luck to the Herreid Selby area Wolverines football team, volleyball team, and cross-country team this season. Us with the Campbell County Bank, the Way Banking member, FDIC.
All right, welcome back again. 16-all with just 4:07 to go. All waiting on Wade Begeman. Boot on the ball. Going to set it up at the 40. One last talk over with everyone. And they'll line up. Again, a nice drive. Well, it was should say a fortunate situation, more so as a Herreid snap and a punt gives them the ball. 1st and 10 at the 13. They get the first on a 4th down conversion, and they'll punch it in for 6, then 2. Boot on the ball. Here we go for Begeman. It's going to bounce right at about the 25-yard line, out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at the 35.
Will take over 1st and 10
And so Herreid Selby playing good defensively here in this ball game, especially as of late. They did let the touchdown score earlier in the quarter, but since then a couple of shut-down defensive stands now to see if they can do it again. Definitely momentum carrying over to their side.
No, they're going to make them re-kick.
Re-kick this.
So they want an opportunity, and it's not a bad call. Not a bad call. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about one of the best coaches in the state, Jay Wamman. It's a good call. You've got 2 burners back there. Give them a chance. Get them the ball and give them a chance. They've had some pretty nice returns so far. Why not? Get something going. If they do have a big return, it could be a huge momentum shifter for the Ranchers. So they're going to make him do it again and back it up. Now he's got to kick it from the 35. So it's Begeman. As he will kick it. And right into the hands of Anders, right at about the 20. He's at the 30, 35, 40, 45. He'll be brought out of bounds pretty close to the 45. I'll wait for the spot before I announce it's official. Or was I watching a different football? No, it'll be at the 40. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 40.
So Hardin County, they jumped up to the 8-0 early lead. They held the lead again at 16-0, and Herreid Selby with back-to-back scores. 16-0 run. Hardin County now looking to get back on the scoreboard.
Here we go, Ranchers. Handoff Anders, left side. He makes a cut over to the outside and is hit hard in the background. There it is once again by number 4 and number 86. It's Chance Gregg and Cole Schumacher. Colton Schumacher, I'm sorry.
Schumacher just shooting the gap like a missile through the offensive line, dropping the back in the backfield. Great play. Again, apologize to the YouTube viewers. Got the sun glare right in your eyes.
So it'll bring up 2nd and about 11 or 12, right at the 40. Shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Het with the ball. He's going to call his own numbers. He tucks it up. He's got somebody to beat. And right there, how about a big sack for a loss? As Gill gets back there.
Gabe Gill this time shooting the offensive lineman, getting around the block and making another good play. Back-to-back great defensive plays by this Herreid Selby area Wolverine squad.
So the defense making the right calls. They're reading or doing their reads, and they're shifting accordingly. This is a different football team than we saw a week ago. I'd argue this is a different football team than we saw early in the first quarter. There's going to be a whistle and a timeout, and Coach Wallman wants to talk things over. It's tied up at 16 with 2:39 to go here in the second. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Everything Country, KMLO.
Why did you and your family decide on Good Samaritan of Selby?
2:39.
The fact that I've made such good progress. Friendly as well as professional. It's just everything about them. They're just so good at what they do. Even the food, it's wonderful. I would recommend that anybody, if they have places that they want to go to around here, that they think of Good Samaritan in Selby. It's really a marvelous place.
For more information on Good Sam of Selby, go to good-sam.com.
The Campbell County Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of this Herreid Selby Wolverine sports broadcast, and we're proud to serve you. Whether you are looking to insure your home, vehicle, farm, crops, or if you're interested in obtaining health insurance, you can depend on us at the Campbell County Insurance Agency, conveniently located in the Campbell County Bank in Herreid and Pollock. To get an insurance quote or learn more about our insurance products, stop in and see Tom Mitzel or myself, Arnie Hansen, at the
Again,
Campbell County
folks on
Insurance
YouTube, don't
Agency,
forget
or
to hit
call
the like button for us. The more you like it, the more we do it. Welcome back here once again. Tied up at 16 apiece. It's going to be third at about, well, we'll say 14 for, well, 13. Third and 13 for Harding County. Back up to the line of scrimmage, one to the left, and it is under center. His Het, he wants to pass, looks left. He's got pressure, he's going to pull it up himself, and it's once again Gill back there for the sack. Back-to-back sacks by Gabe Gill.
Great play by Gill, able to be opportunistic. More of that time, you would call that one more of a covered sack, as it was Het just unable to find anyone. Gill staying home, able to make the play, wraps the quarterback up and forces, looks like a turnover on downs there. This Herreid Selby
Nope, it'll
defense.
be fourth and about 15 now for the Ranchers, so they're going to punt. As it's Martin to punt for the Ranchers, and Randall, and another bad snap as he's going to try to get it off. It's got to go high, and they're going to let it bounce. As the punt itself will gain 20 yards, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Randall will pick it up after nobody touches it and actually return it for 3.
Smart play by Randall there, jumping on the football. If no one touches it, it's a live ball right there.
Absolutely. So Randall will actually grab it and run it up for 3. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at about the 48.
So the last few possessions, it's been Herreid Selby being able to take advantage on special teams play. They had the big kickoff return by Saylor, the muff punt last time, now a rough punt this time. So we'll look to see if Herreid Selby a little further to go, but see if they can take advantage once again.
Wolverines on offense, double wing setback, bang him in with a snap. He's got to jump on it. No, it's still loose, and Harding County will get the ball. So the Ranchers will take it back.
Just as Herreid Selby had momentum, lose the football, their first turnover of the game. Both teams now with a turnover each.
So that'll be 1st and 10 for the Ranchers right at the 50. And I didn't catch who recovered the fumble. Okay. We're going to go with Jackson Clample, number 76. On the fumble recovery, it'll be 1st and 10. As it'll be an incomplete pass. Shift over to the left side. It'll bring up 2nd.
Again, Herreid Selby defense stepping up here. After the turnover, look for them to stay aggressive. It was Gill forcing a stop in the backfield, had a sack on that last possession. Schumacher was in the backfield on a play.
That'll be 2nd and 10 right at midfield for the Ranchers. Shotgun formation's going to be Het. Expect to see some passes. They are very good at it. And there he is. He sets back, wants to pass. He's going to air it out the center. And, tipped and incomplete. It'll be no good. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Good defense there again by Herreid Selby, defender right on the hip of the receiver.
Very good. Cole, you bring up a good point. What was missing in that first quarter and maybe half of the first half of the second was good pass coverage, but the Wolverines all of a sudden have turned the switch on.
They've been aggressive all night. Now they're turning that aggressiveness into smarter play, making a few adjustments.
And the way their line's been going, they can afford to do that. So defense working right now for the Wolverines. It's going to be Het calling his own number. He'll go up the left side, gain about 4. He'll fall forward for 5. Now they're going to give him 4.
It'll be interesting to see what they do on 4th down here. They've had a few bad punt situations in these last couple of possessions. Are they going to go for it? Will they try to punt it? You got to wonder how much that'll influence how the rest of this game goes.
So it'll be 4th and about 6. Just shy of the 45-yard line of the Wolverines. And they've got 54 seconds to go, and they are taking their sweet time. Oh, I see. Coach wanted to talk things over. He let some clock burn down, and Harding County will take their final timeout. It's 16 all with 50 seconds to go on the game, or in the second quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Everything Country KMLO.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Today, thousands of people insure their homes with Auto Owners Homeowners Insurance. With that many satisfied customers, Beal Insurance of Selby, Java, and Pollock must be doing something right. Like providing low-cost quality protection and a claim service that is second to none. And you even save money by insuring both your home and car with their no-problem Auto Owners Insurance agents. See Dan, Rich, or Sarah of Beal Insurance in Selby, Java, or Pollock. Proud supporter of the Herreid Selby area Wolverine.
I got to tell you a story about this Justin Ballman. Oh, wait, welcome back. Welcome back. Here it is 47 or 49 seconds to go, Ranchers with the ball. And they want to pass. It's going to be aired out to the center, and a good completion to Anders. Good enough for the first down. Brought down that time by Begeman. So it'll be 1st and 10, right at the 35.
Well, and there you saw it, how the those two last punt plays have influenced things. It looks like if it's close, they might be going for it on 4th down here on out.
And we've got a spike to stop the clock. So to bring up 2nd down, clock will stop at 42.
42 seconds to go. You're in enemy territory. You want to try to see if you can come away with some points here before the half.
No timeouts left
At all
for the Ranchers.
At all levels, you work on this 2-minute drill.
2nd and 10, Ranchers.
So they're going to burn it down. And it looks like Coach Randall will send in some speed to try to help out with the pass coverage. Ranchers have to rush, and it is a delay of game.
Seen it all game long. You get a positive yard only to be negated by a penalty. Both teams having some struggles here with the penalty games coming at inopportune moments.
So they'll go back 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 15. You know, you're in this 2-minute drill situation, and yes, it hurts, it doesn't help. But in the same sense, with their ability to throw the ball so far here tonight, we have to wait to see. Oh, a huge deflection as it looks like they set up the left side screen. And back there to deflect the football is going to be number 86. Who else but Chance Gregg.
And Herreid Selby's defense, they've been in the backfield all night long. It's been a tough go of it for Harding County consistently, just not able to consistently get that pass off that you want.
I've been preaching for a while now for the Wolverines. Defensive ends need to learn that it's time to stay home, and guess what they're doing? They're doing their job, and they're doing a great job at it. Snap's going to go into the hands of Het. Het's going to air it off over to the left side. It's going to be Jensen. Big hit by Randall. Big hit by Clayton Randall.
There it is.
And a gain of about 1, maybe.
That defense right there, you coming in, making the stop. Whistle blows, and it looks like Harding County trying to rush up here.
As it is 10 seconds left, they've got enough for about 1 play, and Randall's going to stop the clock. Wants his defense to be ready for this final play. It's 16 all with 8 seconds to go here in the second. We're going to send it back for 30. We'll be back. Everything Country, KMLO. Well, let's keep it here. It's going to be, again, a 4th and about 13, maybe 14. They've got the ball at the 38-yard line of the Wolverines.
8 seconds on the clock. You got to think here. You don't want to do anything too risky. You want to, yes, you're still trying to score, but you don't want to take a shot and get a turnover or a fumble and have Herreid Selby run it back the other way. So you want to set up a play that you've maybe worked on that'll help you gain that positive yards. Maybe it'll help you break one. They tried to set up the screen play a couple plays ago. Didn't really work. So maybe they have a short pass in their playbook, or maybe try to get out of bounds quick.
And we are taking a look here.
Both teams trying to get something set up here. Defense wants to make sure they don't give up anything deep. Offensively, you don't want to turn the football over.
So the Wolverines come back up now to the line of scrimmage to set things up and try to do some pass coverage. It's going to be 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 3 on the line, and they're going to send everybody else back for the Wolverines. Again, this is a touchdown situation to save. And it is Het want to go himself, and there's Gill to try to trip him up. It's Greg at his heels and pushed out of bounds by Sailor, and that's it.
And what a smart play by Het there. He was looking deep, trying to go for the Hail Mary, didn't have anything, didn't try to force it, runs the ball forward. Smart play by Het. You're not going to really you're not going to show up on the stats for what you did there, but it's going to show up as being a smart call by the quarterback there and conceding.
All right, at halftime, in the Real Tough Farm Product scoreboard, it's Herreid Selby area 16, Hardin County 16. Wolverines will get the ball to start the second half. We'll be back with your Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinic's halftime show in 3 minutes. Stay tuned. Everything Country, KMLO.
Thorstenson Trucking of Selby proudly sponsors local youth activities, athletes, and this sports broadcast of the Herreid Selby area Wolverines. Since 1943, Thorstenson Trucking has been hauling grain, fertilizer, rock, grain byproducts, and more. Thorstenson Trucking also provides CDL drug and alcohol testing. Tests are $35 and can be scheduled with Memory Carlson by calling 649-1220 or 848-0912. Thorstenson Trucking of Selby, the people to know when there's something to go.
When it's time for agricultural, commercial, or residential improvements, you can rely on the guys from Herreid Concrete and Linton Concrete. No job is too big or too small. They can deliver ready-mix concrete, crushed rock, sand, gravel, and more directly to you. With over 50 years in business, Herreid Concrete and Linton Concrete are proud to deliver quality products at competitive prices. For a quote, call Herreid Concrete in Herreid at 605-437-2455 or Linton Concrete in Linton at 701-254-4681.
Summer is winding down, but not the savings here at C&B and Selby. Right now, John Deere planter and seeder parts are on sale. Gauge wheels, closing wheels, openers, and more. Save 10% on in-stock parts over the counter and 15% on in-stock parts installed through our shop. Call our parts experts to check out our savings on sickle and guard assemblies and flip-over reel kits for your flex heads. We also have great deals on our Romax gathering chains and stock rolls for your corn heads. Good luck, athletes, from all of us at C&B and Selby, your local John Deere dealer.
Sports season is once again upon us. Do you sometimes feel like you're going in 7 different directions? Hi, this is Deb from Shorty's One Stop in Selby, and we would like to make your life a little easier. So stop in for all your traveling snacks, ice-cold beverages, and look for the new Furrow flavors coming soon. Also, fill your tanks with Shorty's top-tier Cenex detergent gasoline. Good luck to all the students and athletes from all of us at Shorty's One Stop.
It's not only the championships you'll remember, but the friendships you make along the way. At the Campbell County Bank of Herreid and Pollock, we take pride in being your locally owned hometown bank, and your friendship matters to us. Best of luck to the Herreid Selby area Wolverines football team, volleyball team, and cross-country team this season. From all of us at the Campbell County Bank of Herreid and Pollock, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Why did you and your family decide on Good Samaritan of Selby?
It's been tremendous, the fact that I've made such good progress. They're friendly as well as professional. It's just everything about them. They're just so good at what they do. Even the food, it's wonderful. I would recommend that anybody, if they have different places that they want to go to around here, that they think of Good Samaritan in Selby. It's really a marvelous place.
For more information on Good Sam of Selby, go to good-sam.com.
All right, well, welcome back here again. 16 all on your Real Tough Farm Product scoreboard. And tied up. It's been a pretty good game. It was a shady start in the first quarter as the Wolverines couldn't get anything to work either defensively or offensively. But then they kind of turned things around. So we do have some stats for you here today. Again, offensively, probably more so. And I'm going to turn it over to Cole. Again, welcome to the Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinic's halftime show. Cole, what do we have for stats?
Yeah, we're going to start out with the scoring drive here early on, as it was Hardin County in the first drive of the ballgame, driving down the entire length of the field, taking up just under 3 minutes, or just over 3 minutes of total time here, as it was Zach Anders finishing things off with a 1 yard rushing touchdown. 2-point conversion was good, 8-0. And then in the second quarter, after a couple of drives, it was Jess McCann finishing off a 3-yard score, putting Hardin County up 16-0. But then after that, that's when things started to turn as Herreid Selby takes the kickoff return. It was Saylor taking the kickoff return all the way down to the 1 yard line, and then I believe it was on 4th down. It was Clayton Randall finishing things off, 1 yard touchdown run, and then later on in the second quarter, it was Trey Saylor with another 2 yard rushing touchdown. This one coming off a muffed 4th down punt that Herreid was able to take advantage of. They did convert a 4th down earlier before that and were able to drive in and score on the play. Herreid Selby doing a great job in that second quarter. Defensively, they've been on top of things, and if they just need to get their offense going. The special teams, the defense is there. Right now, it's offensively where they still have improvement. Only 29 total yards offensively. Hardin County 155 yards offensively, but tie ball game.
Yeah, and that's going to be the stat that needs to be paid attention to. Is 155 for Hardin County, 29 for Herreid Selby area. So they've got to get something working on offense. They've caught a couple of breaks. You're still in the game, but the momentum has been going well. They haven't necessarily run into the issue of penalties lately. They've kind of shoved that off as they had quite a few in the first, but they're going to try to take things back. So what do you have for some individual stats?
Well, one thing, too, I wanted to mention before we go into the individual stats is it was that first drive, Hardin County, I think it was about a 70-yard drive, so 155, even though they have that many total yards, a big chunk of it came on that first drive. So offensively, if we're looking at Herreid Selby again offensively, it's been a rough go of it. Clayton Randall, 11 yards rushing. Wade Begeman has 13 yards on the ground. Trey Saylor, it's been a struggle for him, but he does have a touchdown score. Clayton Randall with the other touchdown score for Herreid Selby. Looking over at Hardin County, a little bit better offensively. Camden Head about 8 of 15. He's at right around 100 yards, has a touchdown pass. He has been sacked a couple of times. A lot of pressure in the backfield all night. It's been a tough go. He's had a few plays where he's been able to take advantage. He did overthrow a couple of receivers, but for the most part, Herreid Selby on those 15 dropbacks, or on those 15 attempts, I should say. He's dropped back more than 15, but on those 15 attempts, at least 50, 60% of the time, the defense is right there in his face. Anders rushing the ball about 17 yards. Camden Head has about 25. Reese Jensen with 39 on the ground. It is Anders with the one touchdown, or with the rushing touchdown score, as well as Het with the passing touchdown score.
So Het's been probably one of their biggest factors, but when it comes to switching things up, Anderson and also Jensen have been some pretty serious forces to be reckoned with. Now, we got to remember that the Hardin County Ranchers have got two guys out. They're probably two of their talented guys. I don't want to say best because it's different for every situation. And I know one of the gentlemen here today is running on about 60%, but so do the Wolverines. Wolverines have Carter Tisdale's not playing here tonight. You've also got some change-ups on the line. I got to tell you, though, I've been pretty impressed with the line's performance tonight. We've got big plays. We've talked about this all season long with the Wolverines as your defensive end positions. I need to get outside and contain, and that's what they're doing here today. And we're not talking about unqualified individuals in the backfield for Hardin County. We're talking about talented kids, and yet they're still doing a great job.
To your point, Herreid Selby doing such a great job. You're seeing it in that first quarter. They were kind of over-aggressive, kind of got their feet under them. They were able to turn that aggressiveness into just sound fundamental defense. They have forced a fumble. You saw a couple of muff punts, took advantage on the kickoff return. So they're all right there. Everything's right there. And also to your point, for Hardin County going to those injuries, they're missing Sam Adams. He was their starting running back at the start of the season, a junior. Robert Hansen went down last weekend, and Hansen, what they're missing on the ground right now is that 24 rushes attempts on the season, 196 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So that's something Hardin County is really missing, and you're seeing it. You're seeing Herreid Selby's been able to key in on Het at the quarterback position. They, again, had a slow go of it, but once they kind of got their feet under them, it's been kind of, if you can shut down Het, you can shut down this offense, and that's what they've been able to do here. Like you said, the containment's been great, and the pursuit in the backfield almost every play. It seems like every other play there's a Herreid Selby defender in the backfield. It's hard to get positive yards when you have a defense flying around like that.
So, again, it's going to be tied up at 16 apiece. 4 on your Real Tough Farm Product scoreboard. For the YouTube viewers or for the radio viewers, if you want to watch the game live, go to the YouTube. Or go to YouTube, the YouTube. I sound like my grandfather. We're gonna watch the YouTube on the television. And anyway, go to YouTube, search KMLO, and you can find it. And for those of you that are up, that are watching, don't forget to hit the like button. The more likes we have, the better off it'll be. And the more we know you like it, the more we'll continue to do it. So, again, it is 16 apiece here. Wolverines will get the ball back to start the second half. We'll be back in 3 minutes with more of your halftime show, brought to you by Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinic. Stay tuned to Everything Country, KMLO.
The Campbell County Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of this Herreid Selby Wolverine sports broadcast, and we're proud to serve you. Whether you are looking to insure your home, vehicle, farm, crops, or if you're interested in obtaining health insurance, you can depend on us at the Campbell County Insurance Agency, conveniently located in the Campbell County Bank in Herreid and Pollock. To get an insurance quote or learn more about our insurance products, stop in and see Tom Mitzel or myself, Arnie Hansen, at the Campbell County Insurance Agency, or call 437-2294.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Homes with Auto Owners Homeowners Insurance. With that many satisfied customers, Beal Insurance of Selby, Java, and Pollock must be doing something right. Like providing low-cost quality protection and a claim service that is second to none. And you even save money by insuring both your home and car with their no-problem Auto Owners Insurance agents. See Dan, Rich, or Sarah of Beal Insurance in Selby, Java, or Pollock. Proud supporter of the Herreid Selby area Wolverine.
Thorstenson Trucking of Selby proudly sponsors local youth activities, athletes, and this sports broadcast of the Herreid Selby area Wolverines. Since 1943, Thorstenson Trucking has been hauling grain, fertilizer, rock, grain byproducts, and more. Thorstenson Trucking also provides CDL drug and alcohol testing. Tests are $35 and can be scheduled with Memory Carlson by calling 649-1220 or 848-0912. Thorstenson Trucking of Selby, the people to know when there's something to go.
All right, welcome back here once again. We are in the beautiful Buffalo, South Dakota. I tell you, the drive is long, and I would have to say from about Timberlake to Bison, it's a lot of the same thing. But once you get up to these beautiful Slim Buttes and Custer National Forest, all the way over here to Hardin County, the scenery is amazing. And again, welcome here to Hardin County. I always like to say home of good sportsmanship, because anytime you come here, it's always they always do a really good job, and the people are so friendly, and we can't say enough about the hospitality we get here.
Oh, it's been great. It's been incredible. I mean, we got here initially able to talk to the refs, able to talk to equipment managers as they set it up, got to talk to just a little bit of everyone. Yeah, no, it's a great place. Been impressed by not only the people here, but also just the players on the field, too.
Yes, absolutely. So it has been great, and of course, always a good, a nice, warm welcome. Kelly Messmer and Josh Page for bringing us here, and so thank you to the entire Hardin County crowd. I know there was some talk of possibly some Hardin County folks out there. We got an exciting game. Starting the second half, we're going to have Herreid Selby area will kick off, and we are tied at 16 apiece. Now next week, this is where you guys have noticed we have somebody new here in Cole Haven. Now we're all three sports individuals, so Cole is going to take more than likely Star 99 to Leola and cover the North Border Titans football game. Do you know who their opponent is yet?
Not yet. I'll have to check in on Monday for that.
So, and then I'm going to follow Herreid Selby area when they take on Linton in Herreid for the Herreid homecoming game. And, of course, Andy Shue, the voice of the Tigers, will continue to follow Mobridge Pollock. Not sure where that game is yet either.
They are at home again, I believe, next week as well.
Okay,
Two
so
back-to-back home games for them.
So they will be on AM 1300. So it'll likely be, again, Herreid Selby area will be on KMLO. So they'll stay Country 101. And then Cole will go Star 99. And then Andy will go to AM 1300. All of them should be on YouTube. Again, Andy Shue, the voice of the Tigers, is always on Channel 7. You can view that both in Selby and Mobridge on the DRG channel in those particular towns. So we're going to send it back to the studio, I think, for, what do you say we send it back for 60? When we come back, we'll have your second half of high school football action on Everything Country KMLO.
When it's time for agricultural, commercial, or residential improvements, you can rely on the guys from Herreid Concrete and Linton Concrete. No job is too big or too small. They can deliver ready-mix concrete, crushed rock, sand, gravel, and more directly to you. With over 50 years in business, Herreid Concrete and Linton Concrete are proud to deliver quality products at competitive prices. For a quote, call Herreid Concrete in Herreid at 605-437-2455 or Linton Concrete in Linton at 701-254-4681.
Okay, welcome back. Again, we're getting ready to take on the second half of high school football action here in Harding County. Beautiful night. It's got to be about 60 degrees, a little slight breeze. According to the Old Glory over there, it appears to be coming straight out of the east. I would say about 5, maybe 10 mile an hour. Again, a beautiful, beautiful night here.
It's a gorgeous evening.
In the beautiful site of Buffalo, South Dakota. Here we go. It's going to be a Rancher boot on the ball to start it off. And boom, here we go. It's going to be right into the hands of Sailor. Sailor's got to jump on it as it goes in and out. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at their own 32-yard line.
Look for both offensive teams, both offensive units, I should say, to that's what I want to kind of speculate for this second half. It was a defensive battle. Special teams really stepped up in that first half. I got to believe it's going to be whatever offense can kind of, not necessarily get something going, but consistency. You got to see that consistent offense. Whatever team can be more consistent offensively, I do believe will come away victorious here tonight in this second half.
And consistency can be a morale killer. When things are working, it's tough to try to stay upbeat. It's going to be Begeman under center, the snap, and another fumbled snap. He's going to pick it up and be hit hard in the backfield as number 88 comes in on the sack. So again, it's a bad snap as Begeman loses control, and he is tackled for a loss of about 8.
Just to say consistency on offense could win this ball game. It's Dane Jensen defensively who gets through the offensive line for the sack.
So I want to bring up second, and we're going to say, excuse me as I hit the old sneeze button, 2nd and about 18 for the Wolverines at their own 25. They need to get to the 43. It's going to be shotgun formation, trips left. Begeman wants to pass. He looks to the center, and again, it's Dane Jensen, a huge sack for a loss.
Another great play by the defensive line there. Jensen especially bull rushes his offensive lineman, pushes him off to the side, and able to hit Begeman for a big loss. This defense, both defense I've been impressed with tonight.
Dane Jensen, the sole purpose of about 23 yards and losses so far. That'll bring up 3rd and a mile. Let's just say it's easier to communicate to the American flag from here with an email. It's going to go Randall. Randall's going to run it over to the left side. It looks like they just want to get out of this situation. So they're going to play it safe. He'll gain probably 5 on the play.
Well, after those 2 big losses there, you don't want to do anything that's going to back you up any further. You don't want to give Harding County a easy shot off the bat here.
So, a tough situation is squibbed here. As back to punt will be Randall. Anders back to receive. A nice punt right into the hands of Anders, right at about the 48. He's going to miss a tackle. There's going to be a missed tackle as it's Chance Gregg almost there to get him. He's going to be pushed out of bounds finally by Wade Begeman.
Great play by Anders. Goes all the way from the near side to the far side, gets around the defender. Great return by him. Sets Harding County up offensively in good position. Not quite to the red zone, but short field to work with.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Ranchers at the Wolverine 32.
On the Wolverine 33-yard line, 1st and 10 Ranchers.
Look for Harding County to take advantage here. They've been throwing the ball through the air quite a bit here this ball game.
Het shotgun, 2 left, 1 right, handoff straight up the center, and he'll be hit by Gill, but not before a gain of about 3.
Right up the middle, looking to start things off in the second half with the run. Try to establish something here offensively. Again, if you can establish that run, it opens things up for longer passes down the field. You have seen this Harding County team take a couple of shots downfield, just nothing to avail yet.
Here we go. It's shotgun again, same formation, 2 left, 1 right, 1 in the backfield, and Jensen. And it's going to be Jensen, lead blocker for Het. He makes a nice cut to the left and the outside. It's going to be Chance Gregg. Will hang on to him, but not before. A first down. A good job by Chance Gregg running him down from behind, but there is a flag. We'll wait to see what the indication is from the referee.
And that run.
Block in the back by Harding County, so it'll come back.
Had a great play, had the block set up, able to get a great run in. That play set up by the block, just a little too much, as they would say.
So the block in the back will bring them back to, I think they might still gain on the play, and they will. But it'll bring them back to about the 31-yard line.
They'll be spotted near the 30, 2nd down.
It'll bring up 2nd and about 8. It's 1 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 in the backfield, and the handoff, Jensen. Jensen's going to run it up, and right there, Gill. Again, good job by the defensive end and Gabe Gill. There will be a short gain on the play, but when it's your lineman making those tackles at the line of scrimmage, that's a good sign that things are working defensively.
Again, defensively, we've been talking about it all night. Such a great job by both teams. Herreid Selby gets the push there and able to stop Harding County for a short yardage.
8:44 to go. Still tied up. Back up to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and about 6. Ranchers. Snap, shotgun. He wants to pass. Looks left. He's got a man in. No, in and through his hands. Anticipating the hit is going to be David Tillis. It'll go through his hands, and it'll be incomplete, 4th down.
Right at about where the first down would have been at. Probably would have had a chance to get the positive yards to get the first down. Instead, it looks like Harding County going to face another 4th down. Had the 2 muffed punts, one that went over the punter's head. So we'll see what they do here on 4th down.
They're going to go for it. It's 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Jensen in the backfield. They're going to send a man in motion in Anders, and it's a pass to the right. Nice into the hands
play.
in their hands of McCann, and he's going to have enough for the first down, and he'll finally be tackled by Randall.
Great use of the misdirection on the offense. Had the runner coming in, fakes the jet sweep. You have the receiver on the left side, kind of goes on a what they call a drag route, just right in the middle of the field, gets past the defender, able to get the pass and catch for the first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Ranchers.
1st and 10 Ranchers on the...
They hand it off to Jensen. He's going to muscle it forward. He's got a good gain. Finally brought down by, I think the first initial contact there was number 24.
Harding County doing a good job here, finding some momentum here offensively. They had a short field to work with, and they're taking advantage of it.
It's Sam McNeil on the tackle there for the Wolverines. 7:49 to go. Ranchers driving. High formation in the backfield this time. Handoff, it's Jensen again, powering it up. And I think that time, Chance Gregg will get him from behind.
Closing in on the end zone here again offensively. Harding County taking advantage of this short field, a good mix of runs and passes. They were able to convert on the 4th down.
on the Wolverine 6.
Now it's just a matter of finding pay dirt.
This drive has taken up about 231. 4 run plays, total of 6 plays, 28 yards. It's going to be a keeper as Het rolls over to the left. A shift by the Wolverines, and they'll get him before he can get into the end zone. He'll gain about 2.
Great play by Het there, showing off his legs on the play. He can pass it, he can also run it. That dual threat sometimes can be tough for a defense. Gets stopped just a couple of yards short of the first.
So it'll bring up 2nd and goal from about the 3. High formation in the backfield, 1 to the right, and it's Het under center. The snap, he's going to hand it off straight up to Jensen. Does he have it? And indication from the referee says no. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Just short right there on the goal line, trying to get your big-bodied fullback in there to run it in. Jensen, he is listed at 5'11", right under 200 pounds.
6:57 to go here in the 3rd. It's tied up at 16. Ranchers knocking on the door. They've got 2 downs to make it 1 yard. And the pitch back over going to go into the hands of Anders, and he's going to get it in. Touchdown, Ranchers.
And you know, I like the route that Anders took on that run play. Get in the pitch, and instead of breaking it out to the outside, just dove in straight to the goal line. Like the play, just sticks his head down and runs right into the end zone.
So it'll be 22-16 with a 2-point conversion pending as the Ranchers will go up by 1 score. 6:41 to go here in the 3rd. Here we go. Shotgun. 2 left, 1 right. And it's a quick pass to the inside. Intercepted by Begeman, and the 2-point conversion will be no good.
In a game like this where it's been such a close game, a failed 2-point conversion, that could be key here as we move later into this ball game.
So it'll stay 22-16 with 6:41 to go in the 3rd. We'll be back 60 seconds. Everything Country, KMLO.
Summer is winding down, but not the savings here at CNB and Selby. Right now, John Deere planter and seeder parts are on sale. Gauge wheels, closing wheels, openers, and more. Save 10% on in-stock parts over the counter and 15% on in-stock parts installed through our shop. Call our parts experts to check out our savings on sickle and guard assemblies and flip-over reel kits for your flex heads. We also have great deals on our Romax gathering chains and stock rolls for your corn heads. Good luck, athletes, from all of us at CNB and Selby, your local John Deere dealer.
Sports season is once again upon us. Do you sometimes feel like you're going in 7 different directions? Hi, this is Deb from Shorty's One Stop in Selby, and we would like to make your life a little easier. So stop in for all your traveling snacks, ice-cold beverages, and look for the new for real flavors coming soon. Also, fill your tanks with Shorty's top-tier Cenex detergent gasoline. Good luck to all the students and athletes from all of us at Shorty's One Stop.
It's not only the championships you'll remember, but the friendships you make along the way. At the Campbell County Bank of Herreid and Pollock, we take pride in being your locally owned hometown bank, and your friendship matters to us. Best of luck to the Herreid Selby area Wolverines football team, volleyball team, and cross-country team this season. From all of us at the Campbell County Bank of Herreid and Pollock, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back. Well, a 60 again turned into about a 3, so we missed a few things. Let's try to catch you up. It's going to be a kick again by Martin. Saylor will get the ball. It'll be down at about the 34-yard line. Wolverines will pass. There will be a pass interference call or defensive holding. Roughly around the 55, so it'll be 1st and 10 as that yardage will be added to the original line of scrimmage. Sorry, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 47.
15-yard defensive pass interference call on the play.
8-yard line, 1st and 10.
So here we go. It's 2 left, 1 right. Begeman wants to pass in another. Bad snap. He's going to have it himself. He still has to make something out of nothing. He at least has the line of scrimmage. He's gained 3. He's made another spin. He has literally gone through 8 players.
Wow.
8 players he's gone through, and a late flag back here in the backfield. This one could be brought back, and they have got one of their best players on the field in Wade Begeman.
Nevertheless, a great play by Wade Begeman, making something out of nothing. Had the fumble had the snap go right through his legs, able to pick it up. Great run, had the first down. We'll see what the penalty is too.
Our last week player of the game is on the ground. And a flag back there, again blocking the back. Back at about the 47. So they're going to try to, hopefully it's just a cramp. He did a lot of juking and jiving, and let's explain a little bit about what happened. It looks like they're stretching things out. Everything's moving, so that's a good sign. But let's talk about what happened. He had the ball, and I would say if the 8th guy was able to tackle him, but there was one back yet to try to take him out in the event that he got past him. But he literally went through a lot of trouble on a broken play, essentially. It was a bad snap. It was supposed to be a pass, and he was able to make a lot out of nothing. So they're going to stretch him out, and we're going to get the indication from old Randall as he, I think it's a block in the back. They'll bring it back. It'll be 1st and about 15 at the 43. So we'll send it back to the studio for 60 seconds. We'll be back. Everything Country, KMLO.
Why did you and your family decide on Good Samaritan of Selby?
It's been tremendous, the fact that I've made such good progress. They're friendly as well as professional. It's just everything about them. They're just so good at what they do. Even the food, it's wonderful. I would recommend that anybody, if they have different places that they want to go to around here, that they think of Good Samaritan in Selby. It's really a marvelous place.
For more information on Good Sam of Selby, go to good-sam.com.
The Campbell County Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of this Herreid Selby Wolverine sports broadcast, and we're proud to serve you. Whether you are looking to insure your home, vehicle, farm, crops, or if you're interested in obtaining health insurance, you can depend on us at the Campbell County Insurance Agency, conveniently located in the Campbell County Bank in Herreid and Pollock. To get an insurance quote or learn more about our insurance products, stop in and see Tom Mitzel or myself, Arnie Hansen, at the Campbell County Insurance Agency, or call 437-2294.
Welcome back here. Again, it is 16 all, and Wade is up and on his feet. Expect to see him back. He has to sit out, though, at least one play. With how many twists and moves that young man made, I'm sure he flipped a muscle somewhere.
Oh, it was a great play by him. Turned nothing into more than just a first down, but I think the penalty is going to bring him back there.
It'll be negated, and it'll be 1st and 15 because of the block in the back. And, that's what happens on broken plays. I'm not really going to blame that one on anybody. You're trying to protect your quarterback. And in that situation, if that's what you have to do, you know what? We'll probably take the 5 if it means protecting him. It's going to be a bad miscommunication there. And Randall will have the ball, and he will lose the ball without being touched and get back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be, no, he'll lose 1.
Nice job by Randall there to jump right back on the football, though. That could have been disastrous.
So Randall is in at quarterback, and he will.
Not a bad backup, Randall, a mobile, moving guy. We've seen him all over the field tonight. Normally runs it, so we'll see what kind of plays they have installed for this kind of situation.
Well, and Randall last year was the quarterback. They made a switch about halfway to 3/4 of the way of the season to Begeman. So he has a lot of experience. Randall wants to pass. He's going to air it out. He's got Schumacher deep, and Schumacher can't reach it. As Schumacher makes a step to the inside, a stutter step that is to his ultimate demise. I think if he would have kept stride, I think he would have had that pass completed by Randall. So a good tight pass thrown by Clayton Randall. It's just going to be incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down.
And right off the bat, you saw it. I just asked, what are we going to see? What does the playbook have entail for him? Well, it looks like it's a lot of the same. They're not going to change up their offense much. They have a guy in there who's done it before and knows what he's doing.
So Back up now to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. Randall, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to bring Schumacher in again as a receiver. The pass, no, he's going to try to call his own number. He's got 1 to beat. Nice juke jive. He's at the 50, still on his feet. He gets loose. He's at the 45-30, and it is, 35-30, and a first down for the Wolverines. Any laundry? No.
Great play by Randall there. Gets around the defense, a couple of jukes, and you saw him just lower his shoulder right into the defender and literally runs right through him. Great effort by the backup quarterback.
Randall that time taking it in himself. Wow. I tell you what, folks, that's a good reason to watch it on YouTube. that was cool.
That shows just, it gets you some momentum, gets you that positive play. You saw the energy when they pop back up.
Begeman back in now. He's going to be under center. Handed off to Randall. Randall, a lot of blockers, and he's waiting patiently. And that is a good call by Clayton Randall to wait. They did a good job shifting the entire offense to try to get him yardage, and he does. Positive 2, maybe 3. That's all you need is 3. Not a time to be a hero.
Gets right on his lineman's hip and just kind of follows his lineman. Tries to let them kind of pave the way for him, if you will.
So a good job by the offense. Yes, it was not a surprising big-time play, but a good job shifting. And again, a different Wolverine football team that we're seeing here tonight. It's going to be Begeman under center, and he wants to pass, and he's going to air it out, get it into Randall, up the center. Randall catches it even though he's going to get smoked, and it's another cramp over here by Begeman.
And another great play by Randall, having himself a drive here, doing it all on his own right now.
Pass completion that time. A nice pass by Begeman. Pass completed to Randall. And again, I'm telling you, he was double covered and knew he was going to get smoked. He caught it anyway and took the hit. And it's Begeman down with another calf cramp. We're really, I think it's something they could stretch out, but he might give him a little bit more of a rest this time. But what a play by those two. Let's send it back for 60. Everything Country, KMLO.
Like right now.
All right, well, I tell you what.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back here once again. What a game we have. Wolverines driving right now as it is 1st and goal right at the 10-yard line. Wade Begeman getting his leg stretched out. He has a cramp. I'm pretty sure the way he was reaching for his toes, it's in his calf muscle. So they're going to try to stretch it out and give him a little bit of time as they go to work on him. But again, it's 22-16 rather. The Harding County Ranchers just scored a touchdown before this possession by the Wolverines. 2-point conversion, no good. Wolverines are driving as they are heading towards the end zone. Everybody on a knee at the moment. The Wolverines still talking things over. But again, it's another cramp by Begeman. He had a huge play, if you're just tuning in, a very, very big play just a moment ago as he jukes, jives, and spins around. And it was very impressive. So, sorry, Cole, I didn't turn you back up. There you go.
Oh, we're good.
All right, and they are going to help Wade off the field. He's going to need to, I would have to say, probably just try to walk that thing off. I know it's easier for me to say, right, as I'm standing up here.
Easier said than done sometimes.
So, but hopefully he gets it walked off and things are better. I'm glad. I also hate to say that. Glad it's just a cramp. It's nothing, hopefully too serious. Get him a shot of water and give him that much-deserved rest because he is a very important asset, not only on offense but on defense. So it's going to be Randall in the shotgun formation. He's got it. Handoff, no. Yes, he's going to hand it off, and it's going to be a huge tackle for a loss.
Great play defensively there, and going back to what you said there, I have liked what I've seen out of Randall, especially this drive, really stepping up right now. We'll see if they continue to call plays, call his number. Right now, things are working for them. Loss of a play there. Harding County, good job defensively, getting a push. One of the first times on this drive that defensively they've been able to generate that push.
3:23 to go. And it's second and goal from about the 16, maybe 17. Shotgun formations, Randall. Randall, fake handoff to Yoakum's going to call his own number up the center. Still on his feet. He is still pushing forward with 3 or 4 ranchers dragging him behind. He's going to make it up to about the 5.
Great play by Randall. Again, defense, the ends collapse in, the offensive line collapse. He's able to make a lot out of nothing there. Very athletic play getting down near the goal line.
We're going to say it's third and goal right at the 5-yard line. So a man possessed in Clayton Randall as he has stepped up in a huge way tonight. You know what, and it isn't just Clayton. I should say they all have really stepped up.
This entire Herreid Selby team, they're starting to find their footing here in this third quarter.
And it's going to be a whistle and a timeout as Coach Heddick wants to talk things over with his offense. We'll be back in 60 seconds. It's 22-16. Wolverines trail by 6. They're on the doorstep. We'll be back 60 seconds. Everything Country, KMLO.
Have you been out poaching with a very large, expensive weapon? Have the deer, pheasants, coons, and coyotes taken revenge on your vehicle?
What's that?
Campbell County Collision Center in Herreid can help you through this stressful process of auto body repair and bring your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. They provide you and your insurance company with clear, concise electronic estimates, simplifying the operation from the start. Call Campbell County Collision Center. They're here to make it as painless as possible.
Montana Dakota Utilities' slogan, "In the community to serve," goes beyond providing safe and reliable electric and natural gas service. MDU and our dedicated employees are committed to the communities they serve, work, and live, just like the dedicated area students and coaches are committed to having the best season possible. Best of luck for a successful season to all area teams from Montana Dakota Utilities, proud to sponsor the area youth.
22-16, Wolverines on their doorstep. It's Randall in his quarterback. Shotgun sends a man in motion. He has it. He's going to call his own number yet again. Cut it up. He's got it over to the left side. Did he gain anything, though? Yes, they're going to give him 2, maybe 3 on the play. It'll be 4th and goal from about the 3-yard line.
Big fourth down here. Big fourth down here coming up for Herreid Selby. A chance to tie this ball game up. They are right on the doorstep.
They're going to give him 1 on the play. It'll bring up 4th and goal at the 4. And they'll come back up.
This game, it's like a heavyweight boxing bout going on. Both these teams throwing punches, each team having to counter what the other team throws.
Shotgun formation, man in motion in Sailor. It's going to be Randall calling his own name. He's going to try to get the edge. He's got a punch forward, and he can't get it. A big hit over on the right side by the Ranchers. They're going to keep him out of the end zone, and the Wolverines will turn it over on downs.
Even though it was stall offensively for Herreid Selby there, I do like the call. I do like the ability to try to get in the end zone. On the plus side, even though you didn't get in, you have Harding County now backed up to their own goal line. So you put Harding County in a tough situation here. So defensively, look to see what Herreid Selby do. On the other end, great play by Harding County, not giving up the edge, not allowing Randall to get around the defense.
And I'm not going to say names or numbers here, but they split one out over to the left, and this is the risk you run when you try to put all of your chances in the blocking of somebody who's not used to blocking. They weren't able to hold that outside contained. So Het wants to throw it. He's going to throw it from his end zone. He's going to air it out deep, and it's a catch by Anders. He's off to the races at the 50, 45, 40. Nobody's going to be able to catch him. Randall's going to try as he hits the referee on the way by, and it's a touchdown, Harding County.
98-yard touchdown throw. Huge play.
There is a flag back at the line of scrimmage, though. So this one might come back. And it is a holding call against the Ranchers, so this one's coming back. Half the distance to the goal. It'll be first and about 13.
You know, we've seen it all night long. A big play happens. Oh, what's the next thing to happen? A flag comes out. It just seems like anytime either one of these teams do something positive, there's a penalty or the next play is bringing them right back. That's something you can't have this late into the season, especially in that situation. So it looks like we'll drop back and we'll do it again, as that was a great play by Het. He had the underneath receiver on the curl route, but waited for the play to develop and was able to find Anders deep down the middle.
So it'll be first and about 13, maybe we'll say 12, right at about the 3 for the Ranchers. You don't lose a lot, except the biggest pain for that is the loss of that huge pass
And it's
completion.
not very often you get those chances either in a game.
How about Randall, though? He was flying, and the ref took a wrong step and stepped right in front of Randall, and Randall clipped him. So it's going to be a run right up the center, and they won't gain much as it's Jensen.
Jensen on the carry.
Maybe half a yard.
So Hardin County now looking to get out of the back of their own end zone. Herreid Selby trying to use that flag to their advantage and hold the Hardin County here.
There's a minute left to go. And here we go. It's going to be under center. Wishbone backfield. Het. He wants to pass. He looks left. And right there, he slides as Anderson away from Schumacher. And Anderson's going to try it again. No, he's brought down from behind by who? Gabe Gill. No laundry, so that one's going to be a first down. Gabe Gill.
You know, sets up the screenplay there, works it to perfection. Right on your 1 yard line and gets it out. Nice play there.
Ball spotted around the Rancher 28-yard
So it'll be Het now in the back, in shotgun, gets the snap. He'll take it up himself, up the middle. He's got running room over to the near side, up ahead, and will get tackled out of bounds.
So Het's going to run it up the left side, and Schumacher's going to kick him out of bounds, and it'll stop the clock at 30 seconds. So it'll be first and 10 for the Ranchers at their own 45-yard line.
Ball spotted on the Rancher 45, first and 10.
So Herreid Selby had some momentum there on their last drive. Hardin County starting to find their footing here on this drive. Had the 98-yard touchdown pass negated because of a penalty, but now they're finding their footing, able to put a drive together.
One more, well, it could be 2 more plays pending, and it is a handoff over to the hands of Jensen right up the center. He's going to be wrapped up by the lineman, and I believe it's Gregg, and he's going to be pushed back, but not before a gain of about 5. So Gregg is going to bear hug him and drag him backwards. What a game out of that young freshman today.
You know, defensively, both teams, you're seeing Gill, he's had a couple of great plays. Schumacher, he's been in the backfield quite a bit. This entire defense of both these defensive units, it's been a defensive stalemate, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And that's it. After 3 on your Real Tough Farm Product scoreboard, it's 22-16. Wolverines trail by 6. Hardin County driving. We'll be back 60 seconds on Everything Country KMLO.
Insure their homes with Auto Owners Homeowners Insurance. With that many satisfied customers, Beal Insurance of Selby, Java, and Pollock must be doing something right. Like providing low-cost quality protection and a claim service that is second to none. And you even save money by insuring both your home and car with their no-problem Auto Owners Insurance agents. See Dan, Rich, or Sarah of Beal Insurance in Selby, Java, or Pollock. Proud supporter of the Herreid Selby area Wolverines.
Thorstenson Trucking of Selby proudly sponsors local youth activities, athletes, and this sports broadcast of the Herreid Selby area Wolverines. Since 1943, Thorstenson Trucking has been hauling grain, fertilizer, rock, grain byproducts, and more. Thorstenson Trucking also provides CDL drug and alcohol testing. Tests are $35 and can be scheduled with Memory Carlson by calling 649-1220 or 848-0912. Thorstenson Trucking of Selby, the people to know when there's something to go.
Here we go with the fourth quarter. It's 31 attempts, 130 yards rushing for the Ranchers. They're going to air it out. They've got a man, and he's going to be brought down as number 30, and I believe that's Tillis.
And you're seeing Tillis here on the game. You're kind of seeing him as a security blanket. That's kind of what tight ends tend to do, but you're seeing him come up with these timely plays when needed.
So they're going to come back up now to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be first and 10 for the Ranchers at the Wolverine 30. Het with the snap. He hands it off to Jensen. Jensen, just gets beyond as it was Gabe Gill, back in the backfield. Adam Vogt there as well. No, I'm sorry, that's number 52.
Gabe Gill with good pressure off the end, just not enough to wrap up the quarterback to bring him down.
As TJ Obley and Adam Vogt in on the tackle. It's going to be Het under center, 2nd and 6, and they draw the Wolverines offsides. It'll be 2nd and about 1.
Second time you've seen the offense use the cadence. Het doing a good job offensively, using the cadence, getting the defense to jump off sides. Makes it a lot easier to get a first down when you can do that.
2nd and 1 situation now for the Ranchers. Expect a head keeper or a punch up the middle by Jensen. Wolverines did a much better job in the second quarter stopping the run, but right now they don't seem to have an answer for it, and it may be Bagaman banged up. As Bagaman is back in now for the Wolverines. Quick pass over to the left side, completed, and still not brought down, but wrapping up and making the tackle as it's Tillis. First down and plus many, many more at about the 13.
Good job by Het letting the play develop, and simple curl route on the play there. The nice pass and catch lets it develop, gets the offensive player where he wants him.
Jared Ballman that time on the tackle.
And now a fullback handoff right up the middle. Looks like it'll be just a couple of yards short there. Gets 3 or 4 yards on the gain.
So they're going to gain 3. It'll bring 2nd and 7 right at about the 10-yard line. Again, Jensen that time on the carry. 10-11 to go here in regulation. It's 22-16. Harding County leads by 6, but they are knocking on the door. Het handoff. This time it's Anders. Wow, he has got some speed. He's going to punch it forward pretty close to the first down mark. There might have to measure.
You know, he doesn't need that big of a hole to get through. His speed and his size, he's able to get through the smallest hole with ease, it seems like.
So it'll be 3rd and a yard. Right at about the 4-yard line-ish. Under center is going to be Het. I formation in the backfield. 1 over to the right. And again, they draw the defense off sides. It'll be first down. Half the distance to the goal.
So again, 2 times here on this possession, Het using the cadence.
So it'll be first and goal, pretty close to about, let's say 2. First and goal at the 2 for the Ranchers. This play has taken up 4 minutes, 23 seconds. They have run 8 run plays, 1 pass play. How about a total of 88 yards. Anders is going to try to get the edge, and he's got it. Anders will run it over to the left side, punch it in for another 6.
Gets a lead here early in this fourth quarter with 9:12 to go in the fourth quarter. A big touchdown run by Anders, and Harding County able to capitalize, going 98 yards on the drive.
I've got 90.
Going 90 yards. I thought it started on the 2-yard line. Was there a penalty in there?
we'll split some hairs. And Rancher's going to go for 2. They're going to pitch back, and they'll halfback
throw
pass as it is incomplete. It's Schumacher on the deflection. No good. So it will be another failed 2-point conversion, and the Ranchers are now up by 12, 28-16, 9:12 to go. We'll be back 30 seconds on Everything Country KMLO.
When it's time for agricultural, commercial, or residential improvements, you can rely on the guys from Herreid Concrete and Linton Concrete. No job is too big or too small. They can deliver ready-mix concrete, crushed rock, sand, gravel, and more directly to you. With over 50 years in business, Herreid Concrete and Linton Concrete are proud to deliver quality products at competitive prices. For a quote, call Herreid Concrete in Herreid at 605-437-2455 or Linton Concrete in Linton at 701-254-4681.
All right, welcome back here. It's going to be another Erwin Martin kickoff for the
We work hard together as a team to make sure all of your needs are met when it comes to your residential or commercial construction. Whether it's a simple pile of rock or an entire basement, our staff will help make sure that you get what you need and back it up with the service that we have based our business on. We want to take this time to wish the Mobridge Pollock athletes the best in the game and the season. Good luck from all of us at Jensen Rock and Sand of Mobridge.
Randall's going to have to run it into traffic on the return as he's brought down at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a return of about 17, 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at their own 37.
And Herreid Selby, after their last possession, getting a good drive on the field, but just couldn't quite convert. A huge drive here late, or I should say it's still early in the fourth quarter, but a big drive here. They need to come away with points.
So the Wolverines are talking it over. Begeman will come back in under center.
Good to see him back in the game.
Let's hope he stays healthy. Here we go. Shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 to the backfield. And he wants to pass. Airs it out the center, and it's going to be overthrown, incomplete, no good.
Looking for Randall down on the play. Anders in coverage. A jump, leaves it up for the receiver. It was a jump ball. Both players going after it, just overthrown just a bit.
And it's Begeman. Well, I shouldn't say Begeman. As a passing completion total, it's 2 for 8. They've tried 8 times. They've only completed 2. Rushing, they've tried 29 times, and they've only gained 4 yards. So it's a difficult offensive situation.
Defensively playing well, keeping their offense in this ballgame.
As they come back up, shotgun snap. He wants to pass. He gets it over Obley over to the left side. It's going to be incomplete, no good.
Just out of the reach of Obley on the out route, trying to fit it in there. Nice pass. Obley just couldn't quite bring it in.
Just a bit outside. So it'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Again at their own 37 with 8:52 to go. Wolverines trail 28-6. Herreid Selby area still has 2 timeouts left. Harding County has them all.
Herreid Selby, big 3rd down here. You don't necessarily have to get the 1st down here, but you need to come away with positive yards. Make that 4th down call easier to go for.
So they'll come back. Quarterback rating for the Wolverines is a 40. Wade Begeman wants to pass. He's going to air it out over to the right side. He's got Schumacher. Schumacher has got the 1st down and more, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds back at the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines inside Rancher territory.
And just like we saw Camden head on that last drive for Harding County, Wade Begeman making a nice play there, stepping up in the pocket, firing it over to Schumacher, lets the play develop, and enough to get the 1st down and a little bit more.
So they'll come back up now to the line of scrimmage. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun formation, 2 left, 1 right. Begeman gets the snap. He rolls over to his right, tucks it up. No, it's the quarterback option into the hands of a Harding County Rancher. He quarterback options it into who I believe is number 76 for the Ranchers.
And, you know, I like the play call. I like the idea, but you got the positive yards. You had at least a 4 or 5 yard gain on the play. Just hold on to the football and go for another down.
So Jackson Klemple will get the fumble recovery, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Ranchers at their own 43-44. And it's going to be a keeper. No, it's going to be, yes, it'll be a keeper as it's had. He cuts back to the inside, runs over Begeman, finally brought down from the back. And who is it yet once again but Chance Gregg? And there's a man on the field in the backfield for the Wolverines.
Wade Begeman, you wonder if he's been kind of banged up this game. You wonder if that tackle, not necessarily for a lack of effort, but you wonder if he's just so banged up that he just couldn't really wrap up there. Camden Head on the other side, a great run. Using his mobility, picks up the first down. Harding County looking to put this game away on this drive.
Back up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be I formation under center. Now is Het. Handoff this time. It's to the speed demon Anders. He's going to go over to the left side. He'll gain about 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Anders again using his footwork, using his speed, gets through the hole, picks up positive yardage. Can't be too disappointed with a 5-6 yard pickup on first down. Looks like now we have a timeout on the field as Herreid Selby wants to talk things over.
It is 28-16 with 7:53 to go here in the 4th. We'll be back in 60. Everything Country, KMLO.
It's not only the championships you'll remember, but the friendships you make along the way. At the Campbell County Bank of Herreid and Pollock, we take pride in being your locally owned hometown bank, and your friendship matters to us. Best of luck to the Herreid Selby area Wolverines football team, volleyball team, and cross-country team this season. From all of us at the Campbell County Bank of Herreid and Pollock, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Why did you and your family decide on Good Samaritan of Selby?
It's been tremendous, the fact that I've made such good progress. They're friendly as well as professional. It's just everything about them. They're just so good at what they do. Even the food, it's wonderful. I would recommend that anybody, if they have different places that they want to go to around here, that they think of Good Samaritan in Selby. It's really a marvelous place.
For more information on Good Sam of Selby, go to good-sam.com.
Welcome back, Ranchers. 2nd and 6. They've got the ball at the Wolverine.
2nd and 6, Ranchers.
35. The snap. Het going to call his own number. And he's going to cut it up, and he's got the first down and a few more. Gain of about 8 on the play. It'll bring up 1st and 10 at about the 28-yard line.
You know, when you talk play action, you usually talk about more it's a quarterback faking the handoff to pass it. That time it was more of a play action, fakes the handoff to the fullback, and then follows his fullback to the first down.
So they'll come back up now, back to work for the Ranchers. 7:38 to go, and it's under center Het. High formation in the backfield, handoff again. There's Anders, and he's going to be wrapped up early by Stroh and brought down for maybe a short gain or none at all.
Great defensive pursuit there on that play. Herreid Selby their linemen able to get into the backfield, stop it for a short gain. Game's not over yet, but they do need a big stop here.
There's Truett Stroh on the stop. Actually a tackle for a loss. It'll be 2nd and 11. Het in shotgun this time. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and he's going to call it himself. He runs it up the center, and he'll gain about... Oh, the ball comes loose. They're going to say ground caused the fumble.
Yeah, I think they're going to say his knee hit, and then the ball came out.
I would have to agree with that call. So he's going to gain, we're going to say 9, so it'll be 3rd and 3.
You're seeing Harding County trying to use this clock. Clock's your friend in this instant if you're Harding County. Keep the ball on the ground. Don't let that clock stop.
It'll be 3rd and about 3 right at the 20.
And it looks like they're just trying to let the clock run down, take some time off if they can. Just over 6 minutes to go in this ball game.
And Coach Wallman will likely take a timeout, and he does. It's 28-16. Harding County on top. They're driving. 3rd and 3 situation at the 20 of the Wolverines. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Everything Country, KMLO.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
When it's time for agricultural, commercial, or residential improvements, you can rely on the guys from Herreid Concrete and Linton Concrete. No job is too big or too small. They can deliver ready-mix concrete, crushed rock, sand, gravel, and more directly to you. With over 50 years in business, Herreid Concrete and Linton Concrete are proud to deliver quality products at competitive prices. For a quote, call Herreid Concrete in Herreid at 605-437-2455 or Linton Concrete in Linton at 701-254-4681.
All right, welcome back here once again in Harding County. A beautiful night for football with just 6:12 to go in the game. It's the Ranchers with the ball at a 3rd and 3 situation at the Wolverine 20.
3rd down, Ranchers.
Het under center, and they're trying to draw off the Wolverines. They don't get it done. Het is going to roll off, looks to his left. He's going to air it out. He's got a man wide open, and do they get him before the pylon? They're going to say yes. Just before the pylon, it'll be 1st and goal for Harding County.
Very, very close play there. You saw the receiver even stick the football out over the pylon, trying to get the football to cross.
1st and goal from
So it's going to be McCann with a big reception and a great pass, another great pass from Het. And again, we're going to assume 1, maybe 2-yard line. I'm going to put him at the 1. Wide open back there. This time was McCann. Back up is Het. Handoff right up the center to Jensen, and it's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Ranchers.
And a great way to finish off the drive there. Hands it off to the fullback. Lets him get the hard-earned yard there for the score.
With 5:58 to go in the game, it is now 34-16. Ranchers on top, 2-point conversion pending. The last 2 have been unsuccessful. They'll try to break that streak here. I formation, backfield. It's going to be Anders to the right. And the handoff straight up the gut. A new number 22. Does he get it? No, no good. So Jonas Lunsgaard will try to put it in. It'll be no good, and it will stay 34-16. With 5:58 to go here in the game, it's Ranchers on top. Wolverines will get the ball when we come back in 60 seconds on Everything Country KMLO.
It's not only the championships you'll remember, but the friendships you make along the way. At the Campbell County Bank of Herreid and Pollock, we take pride in being your locally owned hometown bank, and your friendship matters to us. Best of luck to the Herreid Selby area Wolverines football team, volleyball team, and cross-country team this season. From all of us at the Campbell County Bank of Herreid and Pollock, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back here once again. Harding County on top, 34-16. Beautiful night in Buffalo, South Dakota. We got 5:58 to go, awaiting a Martin boot on the ball. Back to receive for the Wolverines is Saylor and Anderson. Randall, Clayton Randall.
Are deep for the Wolverines.
And here we go. It's going to be a squib kick right up the center into the hands of number 40. And he's going to take it up, and he again hits his own guy. The special teams has had a few issues this time, as Yoakum will get it at about the 30 and take it up to about the 42.
Special teams doing a pretty decent job for Herreid Selby here tonight. Again, you had the kickoff return earlier there. A great job recovering the squib kick on that one, and getting some positive yards out of it as well.
So it will be 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line, their own 42-yard line. It's Wade Begman in now as quarterback in shotgun. Glad to see him back. The low snap, he gets it, wants to pass, gets it over to the right side. It's Schumacher. He's still on his feet, juking and jiving, and he's going to be brought down, but not before about a 14-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines right at the Hunter County 45-yard line.
Good pass and catch there, able to get a nice easy route, kind of on the slant route inside as Begeman able to hit him. He's able to make it for 1st down yardage. And that's a good play to get the quarterback, get that confidence up, if you will.
So it's a nice pass completion, nothing fancy, but that's what works. It's going to be the snap and the handoff. No, Begeman, nice sell on that. He's got one man to beat. He is wide open. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown Wolverines. No wandering on the field. That's going to count for 6.
Begeman, great play, taking himself out of the shotgun. It's kind of that run-pass option, if you will, that RPO. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, able to run down the near sideline for the touchdown score. Good to see him score, especially it's been a tough night for him, battling some bumps and bruises, keeps fighting, and able to get into the end zone.
46-yard touchdown quarterback keeper off an amazing sell to Randall. He fakes the handoff to Randall. Randall gets destroyed on the inside at the line of scrimmage, but there's only one rancher that didn't bite, and Begeman was able to juke him away. It is now 2-point conversion pending, and here comes Randall. Begeman, and it's to Randall. Randall slips before he can get in. It's going to be incomplete, no good. We will wait for a Herreid Selby area kick, 34-22. We're halfway through the 4th quarter. We'll be back in 60. Everything Country KMLO.
Today, thousands of people insure their homes with Auto Owners Homeowners Insurance. With that many satisfied customers, Marinville Insurance of Selby, Java, and Pollock must be doing something right. Like providing low-cost quality protection and a claim service that is second to none. And you even save money by insuring both your home and car with their no-problem Auto Owners Insurance agents. See Dan, Rich, or Sarah of Marinville Insurance in Selby, Java, or Pollock. Proud supporter of the Herreid Selby area Wolverine.
Why did you and your family decide on Good Samaritan of Selby?
It's been tremendous, the fact that I've made such good progress. They're friendly as well as professional. It's just everything about them. They're just so good at what they do. Even the food, it's wonderful. I would recommend that anybody, if they have different places that they want to go to around here, that they think of Good Samaritan in Selby. It's really a marvelous place.
For more information on Good Sam of Selby, go to good-sam.com.
Wade Begeman will kick off for Herreid Selby area right at their own 40 with 5:19 to go. The Wolverines trail 34-22. The Ranchers are playing up, expecting an onside kick. What do you have to lose? You're down 2 scores. And your defense hasn't done a whole lot. So it will be an onside kick, and they will jump on it. The Ranchers will have it. 1st and 10 at the Wolverine 48-yard line.
I have nothing against that call. I think that's the right thing you got to do. You're down 2 scores, about 5 minutes to go. Got to find a way to get that ball back. Unfortunately, weren't able to recover it. We'll see if their defense can come in. Need to force a 3-and-out here.
So the Ranchers will get it. Inside Wolverine territory. Wolverines have struggled on defense against this Rancher offense. Het under center, wants to give it off over to Anders. Anders is going to plow forward, and he'll be brought down after a gain of about 8. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the Wolverine 41.
Anders finds the hole, gets some good blocking, able to get up the field for a good 8-yard gain there. And now Hardin County can kind of slow this clock down.
4:56 to go here in the 4th, and the clock runs. 2 yards to go for the first. They need to get to the 40. It's going to be Het under center. I formation in the backfield. 1 man out to the right. He's going to wait for the the zebra to start counting, if you will. Handoff will go straight up the inside to number 40, Jensen, and it'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Again, Hardin County, nothing special here, just trying to eat some clock, get some plays up the field.
Ball be spotted on the
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Ranchers at the Wolverine 39-yard line. I formation again. Het's going to go in the backfield. You expect to keep it on the ground. Wolverines are going to need to plug the holes up. The line has got to be tired. They've had a good night so far, but they've got to step up here if they want a chance. 1st and 10, and Het waits. The snap. Handoff, this time Anders. Anders slips in the backfield, and it'll be a loss of about 1.
Tough handoff there as both Het and Anders kind of fell down in the backfield there.
But the clock continues to tick. We are now under 4 minutes to go. Wow, actually, it'll be a loss of about 3, so it'll be 2nd and 13 now for the Ranchers. They are at the Wolverine 43. They need to get to the 29. Het under center, exact same formation. He will wait. And here we go. He's going to call his own number, trying to get the edge, and it is Gill right there to force him back to the inside. He didn't get the tackle, but it was in on the tackle. Will be number 52, and it's Oberly, and I believe it's Greg. A good job that time by Gill. He didn't get the tackle, but his job is to force the run back to the inside. That's exactly what he did back into Oberly to minimize the gain. So it is now 3rd and 13.
Het keeps himself this time, runs right up the middle.
And the ball is loose, and it's going to be... He had a big gain, but on a spin move, he lost it. It goes back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll stay Rancher ball, but they'll lose the down. It'll bring up 4th and 14, and they likely find themselves in a punt situation.
That was an interesting play. It looked like he was maybe 4 or 5 yards short of the first down, loses the football, and all that rushing off for nothing as the ball goes all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. Looks like we have a timeout on the field.
Recovering, it's going to be Jensen. He'll recover it back at about the 43-yard line. So to bring up 4th down at about 16. We're going to keep it here as the clock stops at 2:44.
Herreid and Selby doing their job there, got the stop. There is still time on the clock, but they're going to have to hurry here. You still got to stop him on 4th down, but still some time on the clock, enough to get a score and potentially try the onside kick.
So they're going to try to do something here. We'll just wait to see what it is.
Both teams starting to talk things over. We'll see if Hardin County goes to punt. They haven't punted it since
I wouldn't.
Late in that second quarter when they had the difficulties.
I would run the football. I mean, you've had some pretty good success running the football, and your defense has done good enough with the Wolverines. I don't think you need to pin them back anymore. I think you just need to try to run more clock out. Just a simple run. He should be able to keep it. And no, he wants to pass. He's going to air it out. He's got Anders, and Anders is on the ground, and there's a flag as there is a push.
I think we're going to get a defensive pass interference on that.
Yes, and that is going to be a 15-yard. If it's a hold, it's a 10, I believe, a pass interference. So this likely will be a 1st down and the end.
That's big right there.
Wolverines' chances here tonight.
So Herreid Selby had him stopped. It was 4th down and then commits the pass interference on 4th down. Kind of surprised that Hardin County decided to throw the football there, but had the right play dialed up, got the outcome you want.
So it'll be a 15-yard penalty. It'll be 1st down for the Ranchers. Again at the 29-yard line. All they have to do is run, burn the Wolverines' timeouts, and that will be the game. They'll hand it off to Jensen. Jensen will go up the center, and he'll gain probably 8 on the play. Be finally brought down by Randall.
Again, right up the middle there for Hardin County, just trying to use this clock. A great play. Give it off to your fullback. Let him get those tough yards. And Het gets the play call. He'll run back into the huddle, and now
they've got plenty of time. There's no hurry, really. So they will take their time. And here we go. Again, Jensen, a gain of about 7. There's going to be a whistle and a timeout, and it will be, we instigated Ranchers. So he said it's going to be Harding County with a minute 59 to go. It's going to be 34-22. We'll send it back for 60. Everything Country, KMLO.
Sports season is once again upon us. Do you sometimes feel like you're going in 7 different directions? Hi, this is Deb from Shorty's One Stop in Selby, and we would like to make your life a little easier. So stop in for all your traveling snacks, ice-cold beverages, and look for the new Furl flavors coming soon. Also, fill your tanks with Shorty's top-tier Cenex detergent gasoline. Good luck to all the students and athletes from all of us at Shorty's One Stop.
The Campbell County Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of this Herreid Selby Wolverine sports broadcast, and we're proud to serve you. Whether you are looking to insure your home, vehicle, farm, crops, or if you're interested in obtaining health insurance, you can depend on us at the Campbell County Insurance Agency, conveniently located in the Campbell County Bank in Herreid and Pollock. To get an insurance quote or learn more about our insurance products, stop in and see Tom Mitzel or myself, Arnie Hansen, at the Campbell County Insurance Agency, or call 437-2294.
Procedure against the Rangers.
Welcome back. It's going to be an offsides call by Harding County. They'll go back 5. It'll be second and about 8. And the clock stays stopped at 1:59. Reese Jensen on the night has 80 yards so far and 1 touchdown. And that's just rushing, 19 yards for receiving. So he is right at the 100 mark for the night. And it's Reese under center. He's going to hand it off to Jensen. Jensen's going to be drugged down by Stroh. Stroh will hang on, and he'll gain maybe 1, maybe 2.
On the tackle, brings up 3rd down.
Again,
we'll call it 3rd and 9.
Right up the middle goes Jensen, as again this Harding County squad looks like they are in line for the victory. Under 2 minutes to go, just trying to use clock now and get this game over.
Truett Stroh, a new name to be called. They've done a good job on the line. You know, I know the Wolverines aren't exactly lighting any fires, but the amount of improvement over the last week has been huge. It's going to be a run over to the left side as Het will keep it.
And this defense, for the most part, the scoreboard, and it may not show,
Anders, sorry.
They have had a great game. This defense has actually done a very good job in this game.
And the tackle that time is going to be, I think, Gill. That's who we're going to give it to. So it'll be 4th down at about 6, maybe 5 on the play. Het comes up. Again, 52 seconds to go. They're trying to draw the defense offsides and a timeout by Coach Waman. Sorry. Harding County will take it. I don't think this will be a long one. I think it was just to stop the clock. Harding County will burn their 2nd timeout. They have 1 left.
Last time on 4th down, they decided to, after the timeout, they came out and passed the ball down the near side of the field, and it worked. So be interesting to see, do they pass or do they run here? I got to imagine you keep it on the ground now with not much time on the clock. You don't want that clock to be stopping any more than it already is.
So they're going to talk things over, and again, we're going to keep it here. Next week, one more time, it'll be Herreid Selby area hosting Linton for Herreid's homecoming, as we will have a tailgate party for that following the parade. So tune in early, about 4:30 is when the tailgate party will start. We'll talk to some of the local supporters in the Herreid community. Under center is going to be Het. Het will hand off this time to Anders. Anders is going to juke and jive over to the left side, and he's going to be hit, but I think he's going to have enough for the first. He's going to be close.
Very close. Good run by Anders there.
As they stop the clock.
Yep. Sounds like he might have got it.
Still awaiting the indication. And they're going to give it a 1st down. I believe he was hit that time by Randall to be brought down. Just not in time. So that should be it. They'll be able to down the ball, and that's the formation that they are set up into. Remember, after the game, we will give away the Venture Communications Player of the Game, and we have a lot to talk about here tonight. So we look forward to that, so stick around. We'll also have your final stats. That's going to do it right here in Buffalo, South Dakota. It is Harding County 34, Herreid Selby area 22. We'll be back in, we're going to wrap things up in 60 seconds. Stay tuned, Everything Country, KMLO.
When it's time for agricultural, commercial, or residential improvements, you can rely on the guys from Herreid Concrete and Linton Concrete. No job is too big or too small. They can deliver ready-mix concrete, crushed rock, sand, gravel, and more directly to you. With over 50 years in business, Herreid Concrete and Linton Concrete are proud to deliver quality products at competitive prices. For a quote, call Herreid Concrete in Herreid at 605-437-2455 or Linton Concrete in Linton at 701-254-4681.
At Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics, your health is our #1 priority. If you need medical care, then trust our team. Dr. Donald Lusick, surgeon, Dr. Travis Henderson, and Dr. Josh Henderson in internal medicine. For family and women's health, including obstetrics, you can trust Dr. Robert Marciano, Dr. Matt Schaefer, Heather Olson, Leslie Graff, Karen Freeling, Candida Gehring, Jesse Norder, and Dory Boydie. Good luck, teams, in the game from our team to yours at Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics.
Welcome back. Another loss for the Wolverines, but a much improved game as they drop this one 34-22. And the big number, Cole, is going to be the offensive yardage.
We talked about.
Crank you up a little bit.
Talked about it at halftime, and that continued on in the second half. I wanted to stress what team could come out offensively and consistently be better on offense. That was Harding County, as it was tied 16 at the half. Harding County able to put 18 points on the board in that second half, and that turned out to be the difference right there.
As taking a look at individual statistics, there's not a lot there are not a lot of changes here, but we do want to try to shed some light. As Wade Begum is going to go 3 for 9 on the night at 33% for 46 yards in the air. Clayton Randall's going to try one when he comes in for Wade, and it's not going to be successful. So. Wade was sacked twice for a loss of 22 yards. Now rushing, it's going to be Clayton Randall with the majority at 17 attempts for 61 yards, and those were all hard fought. He's also going to catch a ball and gain about 18 yards, so he'll end up with 79. Following him will be Wade Begum, and on the quarterback keepers, 10 times he'll carry it for 40. Again, his total yardage is 40. And then Colton Schumacher coming in. His big contributions been defense and on receiving, as he's got a catch for 20 yards, caught it at about 5, and was able to rush another 15. Tackles-wise, well, I tell you what, we're going to talk about that here in a little bit because that has to do with our Venture Communications Player of the Game. Now, for the Harding County side of things, it's going to be Camden Het. How about 58% for the completions for 144 yards in the air? He was sacked twice. He has a 99 quarterback rating on the night. Rushing-wise, Zach Anders all night long for 18 attempts at 78 yards and a few receptions for 92. Behind him will be Camden Het, the quarterback. He'll keep it for 75 yards. And Jesse McCann, his big contributions of the night was in the air as he goes 6 for 9 for 80 yards. Also in there, Reese Jensen, 18 carries for 80. Actually, he is the leading rusher for the evening, and he's got a catch for 19. Also the leading yard getter is, again, Reese Jensen at 99. Kayla Long is going to Kayla Long is going to be accredited for a 20-yard loss. It's not his fault. It was the punter, but nonetheless went up over his head, and that put the Wolverines in a good situation. And then, of course, Dane Jensen checks in. We've got to give a Venture Communications Player of the Game, and we talked about it already during one of the breaks, and we think we know who it's going to be. So let's hear from Venture Communications Player of the Game, Jalen.
Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. To help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.com. VentureCommunications.net.
Venture Communications once again brings your player of the game. Now we can mention a lot of players here tonight. Clayton Randall, he really took a lot on his shoulders tonight. Some big runs. And he's done a pretty good job. You can also go Wade Baggerman. Wade Baggerman's going to take a look at things, and he's going to do a good job. He's going to get injured a little bit and have to come out, but he kept coming back in and kept coming back for more. Gabe Gill. I want to talk about Gabe. What a job he's done tonight. I mean, he had a couple of sacks, back-to-back sacks. He did a great job on containment tonight. I mean, he was a big force on the defensive line. Not to mention he was in on a lot of tackles. And what do you have any others you could probably add except for the Venture Communications?
I was going to say I kind of agree with you there. I mean, Begeman, I do want to say what a tough kid. I mean, he was banged up. He came back and fought hard. He had a great game, but I do agree with you. And I would not just Gill, but Schumacher had a good game.
Oh,
the entire
Colton
defensive line, even a Randall in the defensive back area had a good game. So I would say the entire defense, but I do agree with Gill. He was constantly up the middle. He actually reminded me last week when I was in Mobridge. When I was in, Aberdeen Roncalli for the Roncalli Mobridge game, and it was Isaac Olson everywhere, hassling the quarterback. That's exactly what Gabe Gill was tonight. If he wasn't hurrying the quarterback, he was dropping the running back for a loss. If he wasn't dropping the running back for a loss, he was creating separation so his fellow teammates could get in there. So a lot of havoc caused by Gill tonight, so I would have to agree with you on that one.
Well, and I probably just changed my mind. We're probably going to give 2 tonight. But I also want to bring up Aiden Schoenhardt stepping in tonight. Late in the week, they had a change in the starting lineup. He's going to step in as an 8th grader and play on this line. And I'm here to tell you, I didn't see a lot of mistakes. He does have some growing to do, but he's an 8th grader. You didn't expect him to jump in at a college league
And
tonight.
not very often you see an 8th grader playing varsity high school football. I don't care what level you're playing at. If you're playing varsity football and you're in 8th grade, that's a huge testament to him.
And T.J. Obley, Adam Volk, too, big nights. And the other one, Truett Stroh, I've seen a lot out of him grow here this evening. But like you said, I mean, I can read this list off all the way down, I think, tonight on improvements.
It was just a big improvement overall. And again, I think other than there was one key series, it was when Begeman went out and Randall had to come in. They went forward on 4th down. It was 4th and goal. They had a chance to tie the game at that point, and they weren't able to do so, and that kind of turned the game. So this game actually, even though it was about an 12-point win, it was actually a lot closer than that scoreboard showed.
Yeah, and it was a clean game. I mean, they did well. But we didn't mention one of the names. Now, the reason we didn't mention that name is because he's going to be the Venture Communications player of the game, but I changed my mind. We're going to do 2. We're going to give it to both defensive ends. Chance Gregg, I want to talk about this young man. He's coming in as a freshman, and he is lighting things up. Ladies and gentlemen, he is not only a freshman. Chance Gregg is a big boy. He comes in at 6 foot, 208 pounds, and a freshman. Okay, a freshman. He is in almost every play. I have not seen a kid play as hard as he does every play, every down. He has run people down from behind and made tackles. I've seen him downfield trying to run people down from behind and done a really, really good job. The kid was a machine tonight.
Again, that defensive line just in general, all of them together, they were able to get some synchronicity. Again, early in the game, a little over-aggressive. Later in the game, in the 4th quarter, they were on the field more, saw them kind of tire out a little bit more, weren't able to get the pressure. But in that 2nd quarter, early in that 3rd quarter, they were generating all the pressure, and it just came down to that one drive that I highlighted. But I'd say that entire defensive line, the linebacking core, they were all over the place. They were running all over the field. It was just a well done, very improved from last week to this week, and it really showed against a good Harding County football team who improves to 4-1 on the season. So it's not like they were playing a scrub team; they're playing a good football team right here too.
So it's going to go Gabe Gill and Chance Gregg, the 2 defensive ends, and I mostly want to say thank you guys. You guys did exactly what we talked about last week. You made those adjustments, and you did an amazing job at defensive end. So congratulations to those 2 individuals. You are this week's Venture Communications Player of the Game. Well, I want to thank you once again, Cole Haven with Dakota Radio Group Sports. He will be live in action, North Border in Leola, There'll be more information. Stay tuned to the sports. He'll be on Star 99. I will be on KMLO as Herreid Selby area will host Linton for Herreid's homecoming. We also want to thank Jalen back at the studio and our sponsors. Tonight's game's official, the law on the field at South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Y'all are starting a lineup. Campbell County Collision, the kickoff. MDU in the community to serve. Real Tough Farm Products will bring you your scoreboard. It's your broadcast booth sponsor, Jensen Rock and Sand, and the player of the game we just heard is Venture Communications. Your halftime sponsor, Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics. We also want to thank CHS Northern Plains for bringing you your keys to success. Also, a big thanks to Marin Beal Insurance, Thorstenson Trucking, Herreid Concrete, CMB Operations of Selby, Shorty's One Stop, Campbell County Bank, Good Samaritan Society of Selby, Campbell County Insurance Agency, Riker Electric, and Bank West. One more time, your final on your Real Tough Farm Product scoreboard. It's going to be Herreid Selby area with the loss, 22, Harding County 34. On behalf of Cole and Jalen back at the studio, I'm Spencer Gosh saying good night. We'll see you next week.